Welcome to Vikings Report Rewind. I'm Ted. He's Drew, and he's Chris. This is our first live watch party of the year, or actually not of the actual calendar year, but of the Viking season. We had one for the first round of the NFL draft, but we haven't had one since then. So we're probably rustier than a steel gate that's been left out in the rain for 6 months, but we'll do what we can. Anyways, Vikings take on the Rams. Vikings coming off their first loss last week against the now first place Detroit Lions in the NFC North. The Rams, they kind of stink this year, but I'm not going to downplay their season too much, because when I start talking trash against the Vikings opponent, the Vikings usually get boat raced. So the very formidable Los Angeles Rams.
Absolutely.
Drew, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Boxcar Willie tonight. Looking forward to this game. Great to be here talking some football. Looking forward to people in the chat asking questions and giving their opinion. You know, we always, our fan base that watches this show is tremendously awesome, and I love them. And it's going to be a real gut check tonight. You know, the Vikings, the first 3.5 games haven't looked really good, and in the last 2.5, they've kind of fallen back with some old habits of the past, it feels to me. So, but I have confidence this is still a different team with a different identity.
Yeah, I kind of think so. Chris, how are you doing tonight? What are you feeling on
doing all right. I think this is an opportunity to bounce back for this team. I mean, they had last week's game in their hands, and they wound up tossing it away because of the last second drive. But you know, Drew's right. This is a different team. This is not the kind of Vikings team where one thing goes bad and then everything goes to hell for a month, and you know, that sort of thing. This team has a whole different vibe to it. I think they're going to be significantly better. And you know, this Rams team, they're 2-4. Like you said, in the NFL, every week is kind of unpredictable. But you know, this is a game the Vikings should win, and hopefully they'll get the taste of Sunday's loss out of there in a big way.
Yeah, real quick before we go on, Ruby's in there somewhere, or in the background somewhere, making all this possible. Hi, Ruby. If you want to come on and say hi, you can. If you don't want to, that's cool too. But thanks for everything you do to make this all possible. But our Nobody Cares About Your Fantasy Contest picks will be published tomorrow. You can find them on our Facebook page, on our YouTube channel, and on our Vikings Report X/Twitter account. When I see it, I'll retweet it, or I'll re-exit, or whatever we call it now. I don't know what the hell it is. Anyways, we'll do that. So you can find our Nobody Cares About Your Fantasy Team picks. And last week, who I know I finished like last week. Who won last week? Did you win last week, Drew?
Yeah, I did. I won last week, so that makes it you still have 3 wins on the year, so you still lead though.
Okay.
But yeah, I happened to get the victory with that big Monday night game. Who's the quarterback that went crazy? I forgot.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, I had Lamar Jackson, so he got around 40 points. So yeah, but tomorrow we'll show our picks tomorrow. You can go, we'll have a little show tomorrow.
And as always, as we do on our live post-game shows that we usually do at the end of every game, tonight we're going to be giving away 2 prizes. We're going to give away one at halftime, and we're also going to give one away at the end of the game. Toonses is writing down names, and we will spin a prize, or we'll spin the wheel.
Ireland.
Which is Wheel of Destiny. Yeah, it's somebody from Ireland.
How do you say his name, Derek?
Oh, faith in the God.
I died. Define machinery. We're going to run them over tonight. We're going to run them down.
Have a Smithwick, whatever.
What?
What? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways,
in Ireland, Ted?
Jameson?
I've never been to Ireland. I want to go. And we also have guests coming on. We've got 3 guests. We're not going to let you know who they are, but they're pretty good guests. We have one each in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. You're just going to have to deal with us because you know it's just the way it is. And we'll have a very quick recap post game show. So, anyways,
Davey down there. Davey.
Yeah. Luke Krieger, Sky Warrior, Dave Stefano, our good friend.
He's pounding whiskey right now. I guarantee
he probably is. He's probably looking at weather patterns to make sure we don't have any atmospheric interference. Anyways, So Chris, could you go over? You got the inactives list and who's playing, who's not playing for the Rams tonight? Because a couple big names, both for the Rams and for the Vikings, that are either playing or not.
So the Rams inactives, got to be honest, I don't recognize any of the names from the Rams inactive list. I don't think they are sitting anyone important. But the bigger news for them is that both Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp are back active for the Rams. Nacua got hurt in week 1. Kupp got hurt in week 2. They have both been out until tonight. So they are both back for the Vikings, or both back for the Rams. For the Vikings, a couple hours before the game, the Vikings decided they were not going to make the T.J. Hawkinson comeback happen tonight, or the Dalton Risner return. Hawkinson's going to get put on the roster tomorrow because he has to, or else he goes on injured reserve. And I think they have until like the 3rd or 4th of November to make a decision on Risner. But other than that, Blake Cashman out for the Vikings, Caleb Evans out for the Vikings. Other than that, the inactive list is the usual cast of suspects.
So, Chris, you're telling me you don't recognize on the inactive list for the Rams national championship winning quarterback Stetson Bennett IV of the Georgia Bulldogs?
I wouldn't recognize any of the other 3 either. I mean, I'm a difference.
The Rams are down linebacker Troy Reeder, and it may not be a big name, but he's 3rd on the team in tackles.
Yeah.
And linebacker is pretty important for any kind of football team. If you're missing a linebacker, we know that.
Yeah.
So without Troy Reeder, that certainly might gouge him a little bit. I don't know who his replacement is, but this could be straight up both teams tonight. We're going to see a lot of action.
So, Drew, you heard the active and inactive list for the Vikings and the Rams. Any thoughts on both Nacua and Cooper Kupp, who, by the way, I guess is going to be traded along with Matthew Stafford to the Minnesota Vikings at any moment. So I don't even know. I'm surprised he's even suited up.
What?
So I mean, they're probably going to make a halftime swap. Darnold for Stafford and
Stafford might play for both teams tonight.
Yeah, it's Darnold. They just probably just do a jersey swap at halftime. They'll autograph each other jersey, and then because they both run the same playbook. So I don't know. Anyways, so tell me your thoughts on the Hawkinson not playing, both Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp now active for the Rams.
I don't know who's dumber, the people that bring up these stupid things or the idiots who follow them. Who's dumber, the guy who comes up with it, or the people who start running to make a post about it and all this? Think about
The answer is yes.
Idiots.
There are equal levels of retardation there. You can go with what you want.
I think it's probably a shot in the arm for them to get their 2 wide receivers back, but I don't know if it's going to be enough of a shot in the arm to deal with the Vikings defense. And what I don't think they're going to do anything to break the Vikings defense. That said, they're both 2 good players. Gives the Rams a lot better chance on offense having those 2 guys than they would have had going into it, because they can't run the football. So what are the Rams offense in rushing? 23rd or something?
Something like that.
Yeah, they have not run the ball well in the last 2 or 3 years.
And I don't know who the backup receivers there are, but they're probably happy to get those 2 guys back. They'll give a chance to move the football at least. But the first game back, there's a lot of adjustment to do if you haven't played all season. So.
And the thing with it is, if you can't run the ball, now you obviously have to throw it. If you can't run, it makes you one-dimensional right off the bat. The Vikings are 2nd in the NFL against the run.
Right.
I think Detroit kind of exposed them a little bit last week. Jahmyr Gibbs had 115 yards running. David Montgomery ran the ball well when he was in. I know he went out with an ankle injury. I think the Rams the Lions had over 130 yards rushing the ball. They had the best running game against the Vikings this year. But that said, if the Vikings can get back to their not letting people run against them ways, Matthew Stafford is a statue in the pocket. He's about one of the last few remaining pure pocket passers. He's not very mobile in the pocket. Jared Goff at least can move in the pocket like Sam Darnold can. Stafford's not as accurate as Jared Goff. I mean, the one thing that just blew me away about Jared Goff last week is he was completely unfazed by the pressure the Vikings were bringing at him.
He really played a great game.
He really did, and he's been that way all year. People were talking about Sam Darnold being the early season MVP after 3 or 4 games. I think, Kaiser Kraken, hey guys, love from Australia. Let's go.
Yeah,
Vikings. Hey, welcome, man.
Good.
Thanks for joining us. I mean, Goff was just completely unfazed, man, and I don't think you can say that about Stafford. It's not that Stafford will be phased or rattled. I just think he makes not risky throws, but his timing gets off, and you can make him make bad throws. Where last week, no matter what the Vikings did, Goff was absolute money on every single throw. It just had to get frustrating.
The Vikings set their sack record against Stafford. That guy sees this in his nightmares. They sacked him 10 times that one game and set the team record. And Hunter had 3.5 of them. We've always been a nightmare for Stafford. It's in the back of his mind. Oh shit, I got to play the Vikings again tonight.
And the Rams O line is pretty banged up too, which doesn't help Stafford's case any here.
Yeah. So now we're talking about Matthew Stafford and quarterback. Chris, what are you thinking about Sam Darnold? People are kind of starting to whisper. Well, maybe the last couple games, the Jets game particularly. Sam kind of had a bounce back game last week. He played at least pretty well the second half. Kind of had a shaky first half. He had a terrible throw intended for Jordan Addison that was intercepted by Branch, I believe it was.
Yep.
Had a really good second half. Had a laser for a touchdown to Justin Jefferson. Is Sam Darnold regressing to the mean a little bit? The kind of we know, kind of who he thought he was in his previous stops, or is he getting back to what he was or what we thought he could be when he was drafted back in 2018?
No, he's not regressing. I mean, look at the game he had last week. I mean, people talk about, Goff had a great game. I'm not going to discount what Jared Goff did. I mean, Sam Darnold only had 5 incompletions last week. I mean, I know one came at the worst possible time on that third down play where if he could have hit Jefferson, they could have iced things. But, if Goff hadn't had such a great game last week, people would be talking about what Sam Darnold did. He went 22 for 27 for 259 yards and a touchdown. I mean, that's not bad football. Usually that's good enough to win. But, he, like I said, he had a couple of bad throws. Jared Goff didn't have a couple of bad throws, but, division games are always kind of weird. But I don't think Sam Darnold's regressing yet. I mean, there's no reason to be worried about him or anything. And that just makes those stupid Stafford rumors that much more ridiculous, to be honest. I mean, yeah, he's had one bad game in 6 weeks. Let's just toss him. Well, he wasn't great at the Jets game either, but I mean, he's 5-1. He was offensive player of the month for September in the National Football League. There's no reason to think he's just going to start just being terrible all of a sudden.
Drew, what about you? What are your thoughts on Sam Darnold these last year? Because you mentioned you thought he kind of had a bad second half against the Packers. He didn't really have a good game against the Jets over in London and then last week's game.
Well, I think the first 3 games I saw Stafford play, his intensity, it was his focus, everything was, I think he was really wanting to prove himself. Not that he doesn't want to prove himself now. Darnold seems to me, my eye test, he is holding the ball just a fraction second longer than he was the first 3 games. Just not enough to where it's really obvious, but just a fraction of a second more. And I think because he's becoming more comfortable with the routes Jefferson's running, and he might want to, when you get a little bit greedier, when you get more comfortable, you get a little greedier, and it seems to me he's taking just an extra second to throw the ball. But I'm not worried about him because he's sure the last 3 games haven't been what he wanted him to be. But, you look at that game last week, Darnold wasn't the reason we dropped that game. I mean, he ran that play at the end that he didn't want to run, that rollout play, but he's good enough to win every game he plays. He's not regressing, I don't think. Okay. And neither is the Vikings defense. And please, when you hear these Stafford things, people just turn it off. Why do people where did that start? Trading for Stafford. I mean,
Mike Florio.
What a lunatic.
Yellow journalist and muckraker extraordinaire Mike Florio.
What a dick. Just be quiet. Yeah. I think Darnold's okay, but I think at the first part of the season, he was really crisp because he was really intent on what he was doing. And I think it seems to me he's taking just a slight extra second in the pocket. And I think he just needs to get back to the 3-step drop, fire. But I haven't lost much faith in him not being able to, him throwing a game. He's not going to throw. He hasn't been the reason for throwing a game.
Okay. What were your thoughts on the defense last week, Drew? Since Chris started with the quarterback question, were they exposed last week, or was it just because they faced a really, really good offense and it was, and they just, the offense, the Lions offense is just good and they're going to make plays?
They started out aggressive. The first 3 or 4 drives, the Lions couldn't do anything. The blitz was causing them problems. The coverage was causing them problems. And I think Goff just got into a groove because he ran off those 4 scoring drives. But the defense didn't get exposed because there's too many looks to look at. It didn't get exposed because you're playing with great running backs, good receivers, and a good quarterback. Okay. So they're going to figure that out. And look at their offensive line. They have the best offensive line in football. So I don't think they got exposed. I think they stuck to their game plan. We're going to blitz and pressure. And when you play Goff, you're going to get burned on the blitz. That Amon-Ra St. Brown, that's kind of when it started on that play. But they didn't. That's how the blitz has always been in football. If you get there, it makes a difference. But I don't think they were exposed. He has too many looks to be exposed. He has too many athletic players to be exposed. Van Ginkel, all those guys on defense aren't going to get exposed when they're working Flores' system. They just ran into a really good offensive team. Give me a team that's better than the Lions offensively.
Okay. Chris, what about you?
No, I mean, like you said, the defense basically had a couple of quarters where they had some issues. They struggled to adjust a little bit. But, that's the best offense this team's going to see all year. The defense had those 2 terrible quarters, and this team was still in position to win because for most of the first quarter, and quite frankly, for most of the fourth quarter, Lions didn't do a hell of a lot. So, if we can balance that out a little bit and slow them down a little more. And like you said, last week we did have Blake Cashman, who I think would have made a huge difference on some of those passes. And Goff was just on an absolute heater last week. I mean, there's no other real way to go about it. I mean, I want to say that level of play isn't sustainable, but he's been on a heater for like 3 or 4 weeks now. I mean, you hope he comes back down to earth eventually, but yeah, I don't think this team got exposed. But hopefully they'll be able to make some better adjustments if something like that starts happening again.
Go ahead.
I forgot to throw it into my little summation from last week. The Lions really didn't start moving the ball, Ted, until the run became effective.
That's true. That's a very good point. Yeah.
And we talked in our pregame show with our big board about if the Lions start running it on you, everything works off their run. And sure enough, that's how the second quarter and that's how the game started unfolding. When we were shutting the run down, the Lions are a completely different team if they can't run the football. Yeah. And it was proven last week because when they started getting chunk yards running, we couldn't stop them. They started using that with the pass, but it's not a coincidence that their offense started working. So that's how important it is to shut the run down. And the Vikings are second in the league. They weren't exposed, and I expect them to shut the Rams down on the ground tonight.
And I think if they can do that tonight, the Vikings have a very exceptional chance of winning. Because, like I said, as good as Jared Goff was last week, I don't think Matthew Stafford can match that production. He's going to make some bad throws. Even when Matthew Stafford was at his best in his prime, he still made some WTF throws.
Right.
And you're like, what was that? Even the year the Rams traded for him and won the Super Bowl, he still made some just goofy throws. He's past that point in his career now. Yes, he has Puka Nacua. And by the way, before I go any further, does or does not Puka Nacua sound like a side dish you would get at Hawaiian Brothers? I'd like your chicken over cilantro rice and extra large Puka Nacua and a Diet Coke. Is that me, or am I just nuts here?
Yeah. No, I mean that sounds. I wouldn't know any better if I wasn't a football fan. I mean, damn.
The Rams think he's a whole enchilada, so you never quite know, Ted. That's funny. That's funny.
Is that enchilada poo-poo sauce or was
the poo-poo sauce? Yeah. I sent you a picture of the restaurant. It's
I know it was legit.
You thought I was lying. The name of the restaurant is true. You know, you own it. Nobody's coming to my restaurant, dude. It's poo-poo sauce. What do you expect people to be here?
Anyway, so the Vikings are wearing their home purple uniforms or their home jerseys.
I love when they wear the purple on the road. We always win.
Yeah. You know, a lot for you younger fans, you know, older guys like me and Drew. This was a very intense rivalry in the late 60s all the way through the 1970s. It felt like the Vikings and the Rams met in the playoffs every single year. They played in the semifinals in the last year of the actual NFL, the year the Vikings won the last NFL championship when they beat the Browns. They had the Rams had them on the ropes at home before believe it was Alan Page had a late interception to seal the game. The Vikings won the NFC Championship at home in 1974 and 1976. Bobby Bryant had that great blocked field goal. The Vikings had a goal line stand on the Rams opening drive. Bobby Bryant had the 90-yard blocked field goal return for a touchdown.
Mud Bowl?
The Mud Bowl.
That was the Rams.
Just covered in
89, Mike Fairweather blocking the punt for the safety.
One of the great all-time games in NFL history, the Mud Bowl, 14-7 Mud Bowl.
And Drew brings the Mike Merriweather block punt game. That was the game that gave us the greatest postseason rant of all time because that was the Jerry Burns postseason.
Yeah, I remember
Jerry Burns post game where he went off about Schnelker and everything else to the reporters. That was great.
Barefoot Rich Carlos had seven field goals. In that game.
Yep. 21 Vikings won what? 21.
23-21.
23-21 in overtime. That's right.
What a great football game that was. Great.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of history between the Vikings and the Rams, and it goes back to the 1960s. It hasn't been really that. And I think the Vikings played the Rams again. Well, and then at the very tail end of the Purple People Eater 78, the Vikings won their last division title under Bud Grant in 78, and they went to LA, and the Rams absolutely trounced them. I mean, they got that, and that was it. I mean, that was pretty much the end of the Purple People Eaters era.
Wasn't the highest passing game ever Jeff George had for the Vikings? Wasn't that against the Rams?
Oh, that 49-37 playoff game, greatest show on turf.
Wasn't that the most passing yards by a Viking quarterback of all time, or did Kramer have that?
Let me see what I can find.
Kramer had 490 against the Redskins. I remember that. 490.
Yeah, it's either that or the Chargers in 81. Yeah, it could have been, but that was a highlight. That was a highlight.
I thought Jeff George broke the record that day. I think he had like 500.
Yeah, that was the water bottle squirt on the ref game that Boss had.
Yeah, that's still one of Ruby's favorite plays of all time.
She squirts water bottle on her ref. Yeah,
she loved it because Moss is her favorite Viking of all time. So she loved his attitude.
So
that's right, Ted. That's a good reach right there. Yeah, so there has been a lot of memorable games.
Lots of good games against, and then it was golly, they had the game. I think the first year of US Bank Stadium, the Thielen had a catch and run of about 65, 70 yards.
Right.
Vikings won that game. And then they had the 2018 game. It was, I believe that was a Thursday night game as well. They had just a 38-31 shootout.
Yes.
I believe it was the Coliseum, the Rams' first year back in LA.
Yeah, when they ran Cup on the crossing route, and then we had
Anthony Barr covered him. Yeah.
Yeah. Record for most Vikings passing yards in a game is Tommy Kramer, 490 in 1986. So
George had a lot that day, though.
Or not.
So 490 back in those days was that is.
Yep.
Tommy Kramer, man, that guy could sling everything.
Yeah. So we talked. Yeah, other guys. Yeah. What about the Mike Zimmer and Anthony Barr covering Cooper Kupp? That was a wonderful game. Yeah, that felt like the couple years later, and I think Ohio State took that playbook out their 2020 national championship game. They had a linebacker on Devontae Smith.
Oh, I could give her those.
So yeah. So anyways, we got kickoff ready to go. The Rams are coming out. Oh, they got the strobe lights going. There comes Matthew Stafford. He probably thinks he's at a club.
Look at Herb Street. Looks like he cuts hair in the Tenderloin in San Francisco.
Oh no! See, I'm seeing Sam Darnold on my screen right now.
Oh,
now they just got the Herb Street. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we got to get synced up.
Yeah, now you put respect on Kirk Herbstreit's name. Ohio State legend, Kirk Herbstreit, buddy boy.
Legend. Tom Tupa was better.
He was not.
What?
He was not.
No, when it comes to listen to him or Collinsworth, I'll take this guy all day long.
Oh, absolutely. Collinsworth is terrible.
Unwatchable.
The thing about Herbstreit, like Herbstreit knows college football stone cold. You could ask Herbstreit about the third string quarterback from like the Utah School of Mining, and he could like light up the guy's lifetime statistics in junior high. I just am not a big fan of Herbstreit on NFL games. I don't usually watch Thursday night games anyways, because tonight is my bowling night. Actually, I should be bowling right now.
What's your average bowling?
I'm not very good. I'm about 135 right now. Last year I finished at like a 124, 120. No, 120.
How long have you been bowling on a league?
Last year was my first year in the league.
Oh, I was going to say, are you regressing or are you getting better?
No, I'm getting better.
I want to give a shout out to GMAC for the Dennis Miller reference here, because I'm like one of 5 people on the planet who actually enjoyed Dennis Miller on Monday Night Football, and let me explain why. Because my first ever TDY deployment, whatever, in the Air Force, I went to Tuzla, Bosnia for 90 days, and Ted's been to Europe before, so you know that Monday Night Football is basically like 2 a.m. Tuesday morning football, because AFN is kind enough to show that stuff live. And so there was one game that year. It was, strangely enough, it was the Rams and Detroit. And this was like the greatest show on turf, Rams with like Warner and Holt and Bruce and all those guys. The game was so out of control by the time they got to the fourth quarter that, you know, Michaels couldn't make point spread jokes anymore. It was that far. It was like 30-0 after 3 quarters. And basically the entire fourth quarter was Dennis Miller trying to get Al Michaels and Dan Fouts to break character for 45 minutes, just making whatever stupid jokes but you know, I've been a Dennis Miller fan since he was on Saturday Night Live. I thought it was kind of cool that he was on Monday Night Football for a while. And then they replaced it with Tony Kornheiser, who was infinitely worse than Dennis Miller. So you will not hear me ripping the Dennis Miller era on Monday Night Football.
There was a Tampa Bay game on when Dennis Miller was on Monday Night Football, and Al Michael, or I don't know who the color guy or who the play-by-play guy was, but he said something, and it's all quiet, and Dennis Miller said, "Look at Tampa Bay's linebackers. They got Gooch. They got Gooch, a guy named Gooch, and a guy named Wunch. Gooch and Wunch and some other thing." Goes, "What is this, Scooby-Doo? What the hell is going on?" He just had good like one-liners. He kept it really funny. He was good on the air on football. I liked it.
There's a parody Dennis Miller account on
it is one of the funniest damn accounts on social media. Oh,
that's absolutely hysterical. Yeah,
I retweet that dude every chance I get.
That has the most obscure arcane references, but if you get it, they're hysterical. If you don't get it, you probably don't follow the account. But if you get it, they're absolutely hysterical. So yeah,
that's the kind of announcers we need. More of that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
There's only like two guys I can watch anymore.
But there will be no Kirk Herbstreit disrespect with the K on this broadcast this evening, gentlemen, because he is an Ohio State legend.
Bucknut.
So there you go.
Bucknut, any.
And by the way, Tom Tupa beat Michigan in 1987. Thank you very much.
Tom Tupa used to punt too. He was a punt and the quarterback. I thought that was kind of a weird mix.
That was the year they got that Earl. It leaked that they were going to fire Earl Bruce after the Michigan game in 1987 because he had been the Buckeyes kind of had a disappointing season. So the team came over to his house and sang Carmen, Ohio in his driveway, like the Thursday or Friday before they left. I mean, if you ever watch it, it's cool as hell. And then and Ohio State was like, I don't know, 20-point underdogs because they weren't very good that year. And they went into Michigan Stadium and beat Bo Schembechlers.
That's a great story, Ted. Thanks.
And then they carried Earl Bruce off like they won the national championship. One of the greatest Ohio State victories in the history of that rivalry. So there, put that in your pipe and smoke it, pal.
Viaka Patuka. Kaylee Hartung and I don't know who that is.
I think that's Kyron Williams.
All right. I'm like a good 5 or 10 seconds behind you.
I'm going to have to, when we get going, I'll pause it, and then we'll get caught up on the sync a couple plays in. It's not our first watch party, Chris Gates. We know what we're doing.
Yeah, we'll be right.
How many people are with us tonight? Is Reggie out there?
Yeah, he's out there.
Good to hear. Barbecue Smokehouse King. That's my bird saying it's game time. She does that at game time. Are you ready to watch the game? My girl. Okay.
All right. Looks like the Vikings are going to get the ball first.
That doesn't usually
All right,
happen.
they're just showing SoFi Stadium on my screen right now. What is going on?
They're showing.
And there's the kick.
Okay, I'm
Wait,
getting
you already
Kaylee
kicked off?
Yeah.
I'm getting the Kaylee Hartung interview, so you guys pause it.
Okay.
Pause.
They haven't even kicked off on my end yet. Pause.
Okay, I'm
right
seeing
now
Sam.
on my screen. Kaylee Hartung is interviewing Kieran Williams.
Okay, mine, they're lining up for the kickoff. And there's the kick. I paused it right at the kick.
Okay, and you paused it right at the kick. All right.
Right as he's kicking it off the tee.
Cool.
So, Ted, let me know when you're there, right when the guy's kicking
All right.
it.
I will let you know right when they kick it off.
Right when he's kicking it, actually kicking
Yep,
it.
I will.
Dude, usually it's not out of sync that much.
Yeah,
Holy
no kidding.
smokes.
It's a little weird.
All right, now they're showing Cooper Kupp, and then Puka Nacua was just
Wow,
hugging
way
somebody.
behind.
You're like 2 full minutes behind everything,
Right.
man.
Yeah, that's weird.
Am
You're way
I
behind
really?
me. I'm behind Chris, and you're like way behind me. That's the order. That's the order of intelligence too.
You know what I could do? I could exit the app and go back in. And kick.
Okay.
All right. Here's
All right, so we're gonna bring in the first guest in.
Yeah, as soon as we get synced up, bring the
All
first
right.
guy.
I think we're just about right here.
Okay.
She's not here yet? Still waiting on the first guest. Chris, what are you seeing, Chris? I mean,
Sam Darnold kneeling in the huddle.
All right. Yeah, I'm close
I
enough.
think you're
just got there.
slightly ahead of us.
A couple of people on social media said it's probably anywhere from 60 to 70% Viking fans at
Nice.
SoFi tonight.
Chris, say snap when he snaps it.
He already did that. I saw Aaron Jones go for 5 yards.
Snap.
All right, you're gonna have to pause. Pause, Chris, for about 2 seconds.
All right. Aaron Jones just got 5 yards for me.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, we're back.
All right.
What? We'll do the snap thing again at this play.
I'm just letting it go.
What?
Okay, the Vikings are huddling.
The Vikings are huddling. They're showing the 2 coaches right now.
Yeah, same for me.
Okay, they're getting
Now-
up to the line. Say
Yep.
snap when it snaps. Snap.
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 All right. Oh, there we go. JJ just got good 10
Yeah,
yards.
he
first
was being tackled during his route, but he managed to
Yeah.
catch it anyway.
If I pause for a half second, Ted and I will be exactly right
All right,
on
there
here.
you go.
Hold
Yep.
on.
I want to point that out while you're doing that. With that catch, Justin Jefferson just passed Jake Reed for fifth place in the all-time
Nice.
Vikings receiving yardage list. And this will blow your mind. Jake Reed played 134 games for the Vikings. This is game number 67 for Justin Jefferson. So in literally half as many games, Justin Jefferson has already passed Jake Reed.
That's a good milestone, Chris.
Oh, there you go. Aaron Jones on around right side. Oh,
Yeah.
almost got 10 yards. There we go.
I think
Ron.
I like this opening drive.
AJ Hansen, I'm not on AOL dial-up. I am on Spectrum, which is about as bad, but yeah.
Another run. Keep matriculating the ball.
65 pounds power trap.
I hate that, Stram.
Hank Stram can suck it.
Yeah. Suck it. Suck it. Yep. That's a mouse rat t-shirt. Yeah, there's the stats last week. 103.5 rating. Ted, say snap again. I want to see this.
And snap.
Now I'm behind you.
Darnold going deep. Oh, there we go. Nice. JJ down to the 25, and 2 Rams guys got hurt on the same play. You don't love to see that, but what?
Pause it.
Yeah,
for like
one
half
guy's
a
holding
second,
the knee.
and then start it back up.
It says pause, rewind, and fast forward. It's not possible on my TV down here.
So that's Cam Curl that got hurt.
Yeah, 2 guys got hurt on the same play.
I think he had a touchdown last week for them against the Raiders.
Oh,
It might have been a fumble recovery or something.
Oh, that dude's holding his knee too. That's not
curl. He got burned on the curl route, Ernie.
Well, there she is.
Hey, our first guest is here. Hello, Sal.
Hello. How are you guys?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who this is, you have obviously not been on X. She is Sal Spice, the one, the only. She has been on. She's one of the OGs, as the kids like to say, of Vikings Twitter. Sally, how are you doing, my dear?
Well, I'm good. So I gotta say, this is my first time ever doing something like this. So I'm trying to get my setup here so I can see.
All right.
How do I make sure that you guys can't hear my speaker?
I have no idea. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Hi, Drew. Hi, Chris.
We don't have any rules.
Howdy.
Just let the speaker play.
Yeah, there's no rules for this. Matter of fact, I'm leaving the screen to get a beer. Hang on.
It's Thunderdome in here, man. Seriously.
Oh, all right. How do we know we're on the same stream speed?
That's what we're trying to sink in.
We're trying to make it work, but it's really not happening.
We usually do it very professionally. One of us says snap when the ball is snapped, and then everybody else adjusts to when pause or whatever. So we'll see if we're close. Maybe it'll be close right off the bat.
Hello, Shane. Yeah, because I was like, I don't know if I should watch the Amazon stream or the local Fox stream.
I'm watching the Amazon stream.
I got no choice. I'm on Amazon, so
I have to watch Amazon because I don't live locally.
Hey,
everybody,
Ryan.
get on Amazon.
We're gonna. Do you want me to switch to Amazon?
I think you're good.
Whatever allows you to link up or sync up with our, because we're trying to be on the same play at the same time. Because we are.
See, I don't know if it makes any difference because I'm on the Amazon feed where it's kind of like the wide angle and like all the like nerd numbers are on the side of the screen and whatnot. And I don't know if that makes any difference, but
I've got the main broadcast on.
Yeah, I don't.
Find out. We will find out soon enough here.
It's cool. They show them like running the routes and stuff. It's kind of neat. I like it. Oh.
How is everyone feeling? What's the vibe?
Oh, the vibe is immaculate, Sally. How's your vibe?
Yeah.
I'm still a little down, to be honest.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the loss last week, or what?
Oh, wait, you guys. I think the Amazon feed is definitely ahead. Oh, the Amazon feed is for sure ahead.
Okay.
I think. What do you guys see on the TV right now?
I'm just finished seeing a commercial for Giants versus Panthers.
Now there's a fountain on their back.
Yeah, fountain on the screen.
And the LA skyline.
Yep. I think we're kind of synced up mostly.
Yeah, it's making me do YouTube TV, so we're good.
So the Vikings are at
Cam Curl is walking off the field with assistance.
Yep, that's where I am.
All right.
So we're looking at first.
What clock?
I don't know.
Yeah, what does it say for the time? Mine says
12:20 in running. First
12:21 in running.
Yep, 12:21.
Oh, I'm ahead of y'all. I'm at 12:02.
Oh.
Just pause.
So pause.
Okay, so there's Aaron Jones
45.
running for about 5 yards. Or 3 yards.
Pretty close.
Okay.
So tell us about your new show, Sal. Where can we find you? What you doing?
They're snapping the ball.
She's cheating.
The way you're reacting, something good happened, I think.
I know this is tough.
Yeah, you got to catch up with us.
Yeah, here.
No, we got to catch up with her.
When you guys see that play, tell me.
What play?
Just snap the ball.
Shotgun.
Just snap the ball 2nd and 7.
Addison in motion.
From the 20.
Oh, there we go. Down to the 5. JJ.
Yeah, Jefferson down to the 5.
Yeah.
Man, I'm a whole minute ahead of you.
We don't want the play. We want you in sync with us.
Yeah. I just hit pause, so I'll resume. I'll resume in like what, 40 seconds, 30 seconds.
Yeah. We'll let you know when they snap the ball on first down here.
Yeah. We'll do the snap thing, so you know.
Okay, let me get to the snap. I'm on a replay. My new show. Okay, so I'm doing a show on Vikings First and Skull with you guys' bestie. Okay, I'm pausing.
Dave.
Yes, with Dave,
Right.
who he's going to be here third quarter, right?
Yep.
Yes.
And snap.
Snap. Nope, mine hasn't snapped yet.
No.
Ted's a couple
Motion.
times.
Oh, there we go.
That was a tough touchdown right there.
Josh Oliver, wide open.
Let's go.
There we go.
Ted,
that was a little too easy.
Ted's 1 second ahead of me. So
And I can't pause it.
Oh, you can't?
I can't. My Amazon feed won't let me. Or my TV won't.
Yes. All right.
So
Well,
I'll have to wait.
Right back out on top.
Yep.
That's the kind of drive I was hoping to see.
I mean, that was wow.
Sure wish that was TJ Hawkinson catching that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that was
great coverage right there.
That was the only play on that drive that didn't go to Aaron Jones or Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
What's the deal with Hawkinson? Well,
there's the baby-faced assassin with the extra point.
That's right.
There you go.
Oliver.
So how you liking the new show there, Sal?
It's fun. It's fun. I'm getting the hang of it. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of it. So far, it's been a little football heavy, but that's okay. That means the Vikings are actually doing stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So how was the tailgate last week? Fun?
Tailgate was great. Really fun. Super busy. A lot of people were there. I finally got a generator, so I'm learning how to do those kind of things. And so we had a lot of food and stuff that no one ate. That's the only problem with the noon games is like everything goes by so fast. But it was really fun. I mean, even afterwards, even though it didn't go our way, I felt like the after party was still decent and spirits were still kind of high.
Did you do the Thunderstruck?
We did. We only did it one time before. Maybe that was the problem.
Oh, so if you've never tailgated with Sally, I experienced this first time last year. She has a big speaker and they play Thunderstruck, and everybody stands in a circle.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Every time somebody plays, somebody starts drinking a beer until the word thunder is sung by the lead singer for AC/DC, and then it goes to the next person. They got to start chugging a beer until the word thunder goes, and so
it sounds easy, and it is easy, but there's these long breaks when there's very long gaps. There's probably like 3 of them.
Yeah,
and so you can get screwed and get very intoxicated if it happens to land on you when that happens.
Yeah.
I mean, I think one of them is like 45 seconds or something. And as many years as we've been playing this game, we actually learned this game in Kansas City at a Chiefs tailgate. I still don't know when they're coming. It's really weird. Like I can't tell you like what spot to line up in, even though we've been playing for that long. So,
okay. All right, 72-year-old Matt Stafford taking the helm for the Rams. It looks like.
And I want to point out that with Dave doing Sal's new show, that is his 73rd different podcast.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't know when the man actually does anything else. I mean, he's got his beer, he's got his podcast. I mean, what the hell else? I know he's old and retired. I don't know what the hell else the guy does.
I got to ask you this: how many times are you ready to record, Sal? And he says, "I got to go burn a heater."
I think probably only once, but you guys got to realize I put Dave through a lot, so
okay,
he can do. Yeah, at least I did. I think I'm getting better.
Come on,
first down for.
Yeah.
Now I said on the pregame before you joined us, I don't know about you, but Puka Nacua sounds to me like a dish you would get at Hawaiian Brothers if you didn't know who Puka Nacua was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right,
I mean, I only knew who he was because Thor Nystrom wouldn't shut up about him. Remember?
Thor's the type of guy that would, and I said this about somebody I don't know who we were talking about earlier, but about Kirk Herbstreit. Like Thor would probably know like who the third string quarterback is at like Kennesaw State.
Oh yeah, probably.
Oh,
I think he like knows and he has like this crazy memory also. Oh, okay. I just realized how to see the chat in here. This is cool.
Oh yeah.
I just figuring all these things out.
Yeah, Dave doesn't sleep there, Rhino. He doesn't sleep at all.
Yeah, he's an insomniac also, I think. Like myself.
Yeah,
All right, Vikes need to figure
not
this
terribly
out.
pleased with the defensive showing so far.
No.
Yeah. What's going on, Princess? Princess doesn't like it.
All right, there we go.
When she has her hair
Oh,
Yeah.
hi.
makes her angry. You say hi?
Oh my
Hello.
gosh, remind me the name of the bird.
Princess.
Oh, that's the real name, Princess?
Yeah.
Did I tell you that my godparents have one of those birds named Jerry?
Really?
Yeah, like looks the exact same. He's 30. He's the same age as he's 38.
How old? She's 20. She's 30.
Oh, wow.
Are you 30? Come on, Vikings.
All right. 6 yards on first down. They need to stop here. I bring a blitz right here. This is what I do.
I don't know. The Rams are moving the ball a little too easy for my liking.
Oh, did
No,
Rams call timeout?
the Rams
Right
burn a
now?
timeout with
Burning in timeout. Wow. Hate to see
Don't it-
that at home.
Very
Bye.
Kevin O'Connell-ish right
I,
there.
Yeah,
I
by this
think
by this time last week, O'Connell had already burned 2 timeouts. So
Oh, what was that about?
I don't know.
I think McVay is headstrong on not letting Stafford take longer than the 3-step drop tonight.
Oh,
I
I
don't think
wouldn't.
he doesn't want him caught back there seven deep. I don't think.
No.
Every pass he's thrown has been like the one Nakua dropped was. What do you think, Princess? Yeah, you getting down?
well, Drew, you do have to let me know if you want another one of those birds in like I don't know, 10 or
No.
15 years.
We got 5 of them. We're
You have
good.
5?
Not as big as her. We have 3 African grays, a parrotlet, and then Princess.
Oh wow. Okay, so my godparents don't have any kids. So that's how I get like to do cool stuff with them all the time. But they said whoever agrees to take the bird in the will gets an extra 25 grand. And I don't want the bird.
Man,
I don't want the bird.
Birds run your life.
Man.
Get him!
They blitzed and the Rams smelled it out, and Nakua got a huge chunk of yards there.
Seriously?
yeah, they're in the red zone. Yeah.
See, this is why I could never be a defensive coordinator.
Right.
I blitz on every play.
Well, what is you guys' theory? Because I was obviously at the game and then I tried to rewatch it and I just couldn't bring myself to go through with it for very long. Why would they never get to Jared Goff at all? It just seemed like he had all day.
Because they have a really good offensive line.
Yeah, I know, but I was just so high on the B-Flow train.
Oh, damn it.
I thought he can do anything.
Jesus.
Who was
Ivan
that
Pace.
on?
Get that-
Pice? Oh, Pace.
That was on Ivan
Pace.
Pace.
Pice.
Dragged him down by the damn face mask. That's Jeebus. This is not the kind of start this defense needed after last week.
Not at all.
No.
Ugh.
Personal.
Yeah, there's just about no question on that one. Good Lord.
Good lordy. Well, gotta bend but don't break here. Keep holding the 3.
Yeah. Or a turnover. That'd be nice.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
The Rams are going with that wide receiver
Good
screen
Lord,
shit
man.
tonight.
Well, there we go.
Yep.
You notice everything's been like wide receiver bubble screens and stuff so
Yep.
far. Flores
Yep.
Sure has.
he'll adjust to that.
So you guys don't think the Vikings defense got figured out after last week, huh?
I don't. I just think they ran into a very good team. I mean,
Yeah.
the best offense in football is Detroit. If
Yeah.
there's a better one, tell me.
No, not right now. There's not.
They got the 2 best running back tandem. They got the best offensive line. They got Goff. I mean,
Well, yeah. Okay.
right now the Rams are moving it like they were, though.
Come on, get home. See, pressure him a little bit. He makes it better.
Oh, no flag, right?
Ooh.
No.
No flag. He way overshot Cup on that one.
This is huge right here. Big down.
Right.
He had him open. He made a Stafford throw. Gilmore could have got tagged there, but he didn't.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Okay, Vikes. Mm-hmm.
And there we go.
Shit.
Good Lord.
God, Ivan Pace, this is not his finest drive ever.
No, it is not.
That. Why does it seem like a pitch and catch right there? I mean, what?
Because it basically was.
Man, this feels like that 2018 game already, doesn't it?
What 2018 game?
The 38-31 38-31 game where they had Anthony Barr on Cooper Cup at the Coliseum.
Pace can't cover him.
That one's escaped me.
You know what? When that back's coming out of the backfield, you got to do some bump and run at the line or something, Ted. You can't just let him run 5 yards down the field and catch it.
Wow.
Bullshit.
Man, this defense isn't looking like it was at the beginning of the year, was it?
No. Getting Nakua and Cup back is big for this team.
Yeah, look. How many catches Nakua have on that first drive already? 3 or 4? I mean,
I got the stats here. Let me have a look. 2 catches for 34 yards for Nakua.
You don't want to make those two guys beat you. I mean, you don't want those guys to beat you.
Hi, Frankie.
What up, Frankie?
Oh, really?
How did that happen?
What a
Frank?
journey.
I want to hear that story.
You probably watched the Bears for 2 or 3 games.
Oh, that's fair.
Tell Ruby, but hi, by the way.
Hey, Ruby.
Yeah, Toonses is out there somewhere.
Yeah, she's around here somewhere.
Sal says hi.
Oh, oh my God, I'm drinking out of the wrong cup. Hold on.
Yeah.
Well, there's the problem.
Now. Where's your Vikings report mug? I was hoping the Vikings come out, have a 3 and out, and get the ball back, Ted.
At least a punt, yeah.
Come on.
Not so much there. No. Good Lord. Ugh.
Yeah, it seemed too easy, didn't it?
Doc Proto, the problem is that they now have confidence, the Rams. I assume he's talking about the Rams. Yeah, I think you might be right. Yeah, this could be a shootout.
Rams probably got.
There we go.
Look at that.
Look at that. Look at that mug.
That is badass.
Look at that award. Look at that award-winning mug. It is not award-winning.
That's a Stein.
Wow. Can't believe I didn't have this out already. And you know what? I wasn't going to drink, but I think maybe I should.
Yeah, not a bad idea. I am.
I might just have to stay on here the whole night, though. I don't like to drink alone, so.
That's generally the most advisable way to watch Vikings football.
That is.
Yeah.
We did not want
having an espresso martini in a can. I can tell you right now, it's not good.
Espresso martini?
Yeah.
What?
In a can.
That sounds terrible.
It is.
Yeah.
Something that's made in a
It
bathtub.
is. It was the easiest thing for me to grab, and I don't.
It's not prison wine, Drew. I mean, damn.
Sal Spice is here.
It's not prison wine, but
cheers.
Yeah, okay.
Bruno, Bruno.
But you don't have a choice with prison wine. Cheers. You don't have a choice with prison wine. You have a choice with an espresso martini, though. I just say it.
Sal's out here making hooch or whatever the hell she's doing over there. I mean, damn. Some orange is the new black shit going on over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a straw.
All right, here we go.
All right, we are back on offense.
Come on, guys.
Let's do the same thing we did last time.
You want a shootout, man? I'll give you a shootout. You want a shootout? Every time I run around some kind of problem, I'll give you a shootout.
Cannot have a 3 and out here.
No.
Got to go down and score.
Ted,
it's going to be one of those games, boys.
No jinxing. Let's go.
And there we go.
Ernie.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Nah, not a great first down play.
Cool. Yes, they are great. These they're very heavy.
What's the alcohol by volume in that thing, Sal? Do you know?
I believe it's 12 and a half.
Jeez. So 2 of those will get you to where you want to go.
Yeah, it's just they taste so bad. Like,
so
have you ever had like like a pre-mixed like mudslide or a White Russian or something.
Yeah.
That's what it essentially is. They just repackaged it as an espresso martini.
There we go. Nice catch by Ash.
Because that's a trendy beverage for the millennials right now.
Yep.
I hope.
Someone just pointed out on the social medias that that was the first touchdown allowed in the first quarter by the Vikings this year.
The Vikings, I had a little tasty tidbit written down here. The Vikings have won every first quarter so far this year, every game. They've won the first quarter score-wise.
Okay.
So they need to score another touchdown here to make sure to keep that streak alive. And the 22-0 streak when we have won
Even
the
or
turnover
better
battle
in the
or tie
turnovers.
is now
That's
over.
gone. Yep.
The what? What is over?
The record that the Vikings were undefeated if they were even or better in turnovers.
They were 22-0 under Kevin O'Connell when they won the turnover battle or were even. 22.
Oh, they were even last week with Detroit?
Yeah, they each had one. Because when did Detroit? Oh yeah, Detroit had the fumble that Ivan Pace ran back for the touchdown. And Darnold had an interception.
That should have been, sorry. Well, this should have been what I should have posted to promote was the cup.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm new to this whole social media thing, you guys. I don't know.
Yeah. You haven't been on social media very long. We'll let that one slide.
I'll have to come back.
Oh, there we go.
Too easy. Keep doing that.
Yeah, that Jefferson fella, he's solid.
He's
that kid's going places. I think he's got a future in this league. It's just me.
I think he's overrated.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, you must be a Packers fan.
No. JJ.
You know, Christian Watson reminds me of Justin Jefferson.
Oh yeah, right.
I remember who was the one that said that.
Or wait, now it's Romeo Doubs. I don't
Idiot
know.
from Green Bay, Twitter.
Oh, the guy that everyone doesn't like.
Get Jefferson involved early. 4 for 63. I like it.
Yep.
Nice play.
There we go.
Run, Sammy. All right. So we already talked about how Jefferson was only 3 yards behind Jake Reed today. He came into this one 252 yards behind Adam Thielen for 4th place in Vikings history. So so far he's sitting at he's at 63 already. If he can get 63 a quarter, that'll give him that number.
He's halfway to Chris Carter yardage wise.
Jefferson.
How many years did Chris Carter play as a Viking?
Carter has 188 career games as a Viking and 12,383 yards.
No huddle, 3rd and inches. I love it.
Now they're going to go up the middle. Come on, I hate it.
There we go. Got it. First down. Perfect. Love it.
Thanks, Ted.
Yeah, Chris Carter playing.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Now I'm on delay.
So I'm gonna get this out eventually. Chris Carter had 188 career games for the Vikings and 12,383 yards. This is game number 67 for Justin Jefferson tonight, and he is already over. He's already to about 6,500.
Oh, he's going to blow that out of the water before he 188.
But look, all Chris Carter did was catch touchdowns, though.
That's still the dumbest reason for cutting anybody ever. Buddy Ryan, what the hell?
No, that's the reason he gave. I mean, Chris Carter had a serious
he had issues. Yeah.
Man.
JJ.
Yeah, Jefferson's.
Yeah, he liked the whippy.
He was a fan of the nose candy back in the day.
Yeah,
he certainly was.
Sugar. Booger sugar?
The booger sugar. There you go.
All right, y'all. I messed up and I went live again. So.
You're all right.
Don't go live.
That's right.
I didn't mean to.
Shotgun one of those margaritas right now. Get with it. Whole thing.
Don't do that.
Now, see if they stay aggressive down here, Ted Glover. God, Aaron Jones is a tough runner.
You know, the one thing I love about Aaron Jones is he never goes down after, or hardly ever goes down after first contact. He always seems
That's
to
what
get.
She said.
He always seems to get positive yards. Like, we were watching the game last week, and Jones got hit. It looked like it was going to be like a 2 or 3 yard loss, and he ended up still getting like 2 or 3 yards out of it. He turned like a 3 yard loss into like a 3 or 4 yard gain. And my grandson Grayson looks up at me and goes, "Yeah, Madison would have lost 3 yards on that play." It was like the most typical Don Glover quote ever. I was just howling. My God, that kid just cracks me up, man.
It's so much better to see him making plays for us than
Hey,
Was
Trent
that
Sherfield.
That's
Trent
Laquan
Sherfield,
Treadwell.
ladies and
Is that
gentlemen.
Laquan Treadwell? No.
That's Laquan Treadwell. That's Dante Culpepper.
Let's go.
God dang, that's Dante Culpepper's music.
My God.
Come on, defense.
God, no.
Blow these guys out.
Yes, Sammy.
Sam Darnold, man, he is mastering some good drives here. Good.
Sammy Dots regressing my ass.
I like the creativity, and I like the whole play calling scheme seems to be really good right now.
Yes.
Nice.
Beautiful offense.
Love it.
Not doing that run up the middle every first 2 downs, and then excellent.
Yeah, those were the days.
Darnold just throws a pretty football.
With this Rams pass defense, why don't you just pass it every down? They can't cover anybody.
Well, because Jones is getting like 6 or 7 yards every time they run it with him too, though. So
The thing with Jones, I always love this. It's like I'm so happy to see him making yards for us rather than having to watch him run all over my defense when he was with that team from Wisconsin. So much better seeing him doing it for the Vikings because that guy had some killer games against us. He's a great running back.
He's better than I thought.
They just got to keep him healthy.
Yeah. Unlike Tampa Bay, they went down. That was bad losses for them, man. They lost both wide receivers in one game.
Their receiving core, their receiving core, and the Niners' receiving core. I don't think either of them have anybody left at this point. I mean, Ayuk's done for the year, and
the Niners have Freddie Solomon and Ronaldo Nehemiah, and Tampa Bay has Allstott that shifted from running back up to wide receiver.
49ers also just signed Ty Street, so they should be okay.
Michigan.
And JJ Stokes.
JJ Stokes. Todd Taylor just said someone who made a bet for Sherfield and Oliver getting TDs just made $1 billion on a $10 bet.
Sally's
collect your winnings.
Yeah.
Sally, give us a spicy hot take for the rest of the season.
Oh my God, you're gonna put me on the spot like that?
That's what I'm known for, putting people on the spot.
Spicy hot take. All right, give me a second.
You don't have to answer now. You can think about it. We'll watch the game.
And let's simmer on it. It's definitely gonna have to be Sam Darnold related.
You like Darnie? You like Sam Darnold?
Well, I love Sam Darnold. I actually am so disappointed in myself that I didn't start loving him instantly. Because it's a well-known thing about me that I have like a little bit of a ginger infatuation.
Oh, here we go, Ted Glover.
Lifelong. And so I don't know why I wasn't all over it the first day, but for some reason I wasn't. But now I'm very into it.
Come on, you got to elaborate a little bit for us.
About what?
About the quarterback. What was that quarterback? The other guy, the ginger guy, who was on the Bengals for a lot of years.
Oh, Andy Dalton.
Oh yeah.
Andy Dalton has had such a glow up ever since he left Cincinnati. When he got to Chicago, he found this barber who like changed his life, and now he's actually kind of cute. He's actually
Andy Dalton looks like a random Hemsworth brother now.
He looks good now.
He looks like a serial killer, is what Andy Dalton looks like.
I normally don't like the clown red ginger guy. I usually like a Sam Darnold.
Clown red ginger guy.
I usually like.
Can I buy you a drink? Can I buy you a drink? No, you're kind of a clown red guy. What?
I just, Sam Darnold hue is usually my preference, but Andy's had a glow up for sure.
So that's
like a Carson Palmer.
That's your Viking choice there.
Yeah.
All right. So how long has Al Michaels been mailing it in and just collecting a paycheck? 7 years, 9 years,
that hockey game
3 years.
1980. That was it. Great call, by the way.
Oh yeah, that was.
Come on, Vikings.
All right, Pace needs to figure this out. The rest of the game.
Forgot I'm ahead of y'all.
Man.
What are you guys seeing right now? Are they about to snap?
Snap.
No, Nicole just got about 17 yards.
Wow.
Yeah, somebody cover that guy for Christ's sake.
First game back, and he's tearing it up.
Andy Reid is secretly Cliff Clavin from Cheers. Thank you for the $2, Anthony Tollison.
Anthony's been throwing cash our way.
Who's Cliff Clavin?
Yeah.
You ever never?
Did she say who's Cliff Clavin?
Yeah, I've seen Cheers, but which one is Cliff?
He's the
mailman.
He's the one that says.
Oh yeah. Okay.
No, it's well and stated documented fact that the Aztecs.
Drop.
Someone said Ginger Spice. That's me. Hi.
Who are three guys who have never been in my kitchen? That was one of the greatest episodes of that show ever. That was awesome.
He had like 80,000 points.
Yeah, and he bet it all on Final Jeopardy, and he blew it all.
All right, tell me when y'all get to the timeout pause, and then I'll unpause.
We'll give you the snap.
No, they just took a timeout. So tell me when you see them take a timeout.
Oh.
Okay, so they're just breaking the huddle.
They took a timeout with 10 seconds left. Okay, they're lining up, and 4, 3.
And timeout.
Yeah, there's timeout.
Timeout.
All right, I hit pause. I flip play. Now we're back together. There's only I'm leaving here in 10 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, we got other guests coming on.
Who's coming on?
Ryan Johnson from Vikings Uncensored.
Oh,
for
great.
the second quarter. And then for the third quarter, your new taskmaster and our old taskmaster.
Yes.
The wrench turner extraordinaire, Dave Stefano.
And depending on how many martinis you have, you might be back for the fourth quarter.
You know, I might. If I'm welcome back, I might be here.
You have an open invitation for the show, Sally.
Well, perfect. We're having a post-game show, I guess. So.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
Right. So you're going to be on with Tyler and Dave?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who else. At 2 minutes to go, I guess. But
okay.
I did it once, and I really didn't feel like there was a point of me being there. So if it's like that again tonight, I did. But this is different because this is Thursday night. Hi, Dave.
Hey, buddy.
Dave,
we'll see you.
I need a mug with your face on it.
Yeah. You got to get some merch, buddy. All righty.
All right. So the Vikings might actually get a stop. The Rams are looking at 3rd and 7 when we come back.
Just saw the end of the first quarter. Sally, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, okay. Thank you guys for having me. Hopefully, I'll see you soon.
Yeah, we're going to have a quick post-game recap, so I might check out your guys' post-game show because we usually do one, but we're not going to have a very.
Why don't you just come on?
No, because it's like late and I have to work tomorrow and I'm old. So
yeah, same here. I'm not Ted old, but I'm still old.
Well, good to see you guys.
All right.
Why did my bestie leave? I can't even say goodbye to him.
Oh, well, there he's right there.
Hi, Drew. I'm getting kicked off, so just wanted to say goodbye.
Drew is a computer whiz. He's like Bill Gates.
Yes, I remember the one time last time I was on here. Remember, he wanted to ask me those questions so bad.
Yeah. Take care, Sally. I gotta head out of here.
Okay, bye, Drew. Okay, see y'all. I don't know. How do I do this now?
Bye.
Bye, Drew. Thank you for having me.
My sound isn't. Wait a minute. Hello. Dude, I went to the bathroom and now it doesn't work. You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can hear you.
What's that? Okay.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Ted's kicking me off, so I just wanted to say goodbye, Go Vikings, and thank you for having me.
Sal Spice, everybody. Woo! If you get the choo-choo whistle, you special treatment.
Oh, okay. Wow.
People don't get the whistle often. So.
All right. Cheers.
Bye, Sal.
Bye, guys. Skol Vikings. How do I click out of here?
Mau. Chris, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I must have hit this thing or something.
Yeah, I'm doing website stuff at the same time I'm doing all this. So if you try to throw it to me and I don't respond right away, that's hopefully what I'm doing. I'm not having a stroke or something.
Okay. I'll be careful next time I get up.
Yeah.
So what do you think of this defense so far?
Not great. But if they can get a stop on this third down, I think it'll be we can get things moving in the right direction here. A very short woman is now interviewing Ken O'Connell.
Dude, is he 7'4" or is she 3
She's
foot
like
9?
4'8" or some shit. I don't know.
Come on, guys.
All right, 3rd and 7 from right around midfield.
There we go.
No,
That's-
there's a flag.
Oh,
Son of a.
come on,
Beach.
guys. Damn it. Most annoying penalty is the one that puts the offense back out on the field.
Yep.
That is so aggravating. Like a rough the punter, those piss me off. Giving them a whole new possession. Come on, guys. That's not holding. What?
No, it's not.
What a raunchy call. Wow.
Jeebus. Yeah.
Rams rushing offense. 26th in the league. Only 100
Whoa.
yards a game. Now they got
Well, I see Karen Williams is still running roughshod.
Yep. Hasn't stopped.
we had them off the field, but we had a penalty.
Oh,
Yep.
really?
They had
Yeah, Byron Murphy got called for holding, but I'm not even sure it was holding, to be honest. But
No, it was a really bad call. But
oh, there's a stop. Corum's been there for Williams now, so
I don't
Yeah.
like how easy the Rams are moving the ball, though.
no. This is
Plus,
definitely
you know what, Ted? We finally get them off the field, and there's a penalty. That's the kind of BS that
Yeah.
makes you lose games. They gotten near Stafford yet, Christopher?
not that I've seen. I mean, on the third down play, I think they got
Good
close,
Lord.
but
Nakua's killing us.
yep. Anytime this team wants to cover Puka Nakua would be welcomed. Yeah.
Corum picked up pace. Not really, but got in his way. It's just angering me how easily they're moving the ball. Come on. Okay, we don't need to see it again.
Yeah.
Well, these offenses are just going up and down the field, aren't they? Oh,
They sure are.
Jesus.
And another one for Nakua. That was on a run play. Jesus.
Back on
Christ. They couldn't have traded the guy before they weren't going to trade Nakua anyway. Doesn't matter.
well. Look who we have here.
Well. Rhino Johnson.
Ryan Johnson from Vikings Uncensored. Rhino, what's going on, brother?
Looking to see what's going on here. It looks like Flores must have stayed
What
in
happened to the
Minnesota.
defense, Rhino?
I don't know. I think I'm still a play or two ahead of you guys. We're under a penalty here now on my side of things. But
You can't be. You got to put it on pause.
where are you guys at?
Okay, so
we're at third down with 11:58 left.
Yep.
Yeah.
So pause it right now, and then when we tell you this, when we say snap, start it again.
All right, hold on. We're on a replay. I'm going to wait till the replay's over. Then I'll.
It's 3rd and 2 where we are, and the Rams are just huddling up.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me know when they come back from the replay.
It's 3rd and 2 from the 5.
Yep.
And penalty. Okay.
Okay, so now it's 7-7.
Now it's 7.
So was it? Yeah, delay game.
Looks like it.
False start.
So the Rams got called for a false start because of crowd noise from fans in their home stadium. That's awesome.
Yep.
Are you synced up now, Rhino?
I'm ready for the snap. Whenever you guys say snap, I'll hit it.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Rams are at the line of scrimmage.
Ted, you call the snap, Ted.
All right. Snap. And overthrow. Oh, they just called the. Oh.
Okay, I'm shortly behind you now.
Me too.
That is in no way, shape, or form a penalty.
How the hell do you call that a pass interference penalty?
That's
That
bullshit.
Good Lord.
Unbelievable.
That's the second time this drive we kept him on the field after stopping him on 3rd down.
Yep.
That wasn't a penalty, though. I mean,
that was not. That was no. That was not a penalty.
No.
Well, maybe it was.
That was a penalty.
You're gonna.
You can't be all over his face like that.
Yeah.
When the ball's in the air, they're going to call that.
Yeah.
He did have his hand in his face.
Yeah. Yeah. That was okay. That was a penalty.
Second time we've let him get away on 3rd down.
That was more of a penalty than the Murphy
Pick up
call
your
was.
3rd
Yeah,
down.
it was. Yeah.
All right, there we go. There we go. Ivan Pace making a play.
Yeah, but they did
Sweet.
good until 3rd down, then they fucking have a penalty. Sorry. Details, Ted. We always talk about it. We talk about the details.
And they weren't making these mistakes the first 4 games.
They were.
No. Now, they're reverting back to what happened last year now and a lot of the stupid stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you guys want to mention, we talk about penalties. When I get a break, I got a good tasty tidbit for you.
All right, there we go. Oh, damn it. Are you fucking kidding me? Sorry.
Don't announce the game before we get our snap.
I should be.
Wow.
I thought I was synced up with you guys.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
Unbelievable.
bloody hell.
Penalties. Let me mention this real quick. The first 3 games, Ted, Vikings had 19 penalties.
Mm-hmm.
The last 3 games, the Vikings have had 26 penalties. So 19 and then 26 the last 3. You cannot, they're 1 penalty under 9 penalties a game.
Yeah, that's not sustainable there.
No, you can't have 9 penalties a game and win a lot in the NFL. So Ryan, you look at this one drive.
Yep.
They stopped him on 3rd down, but the penalty kept it alive. Then they stopped him on
Twice.
3rd down, and the penalty kept him alive. That's how that's details of football, brother. It should be off the field.
Yeah, that's how a 5-0 team becomes a 5-2 team.
Yeah. That whole drive, you hurting yourself. You gave them those points.
Yeah, that at the very worst case, they should have been stuck with a field goal on that drive.
I don't know what's going on.
It's starting to become that, Kevin O'Connell talks about this in his press conferences every week. It's starting to become that Les Frazier, we have to go back and look at the tape crap.
Yep.
Because they keep talking about it and they never do anything about it.
Well, yeah, along those lines, he said his last press conference, we got to clean up the dumb offensive pre-snap things. Well, you know what? He said that after week 2 and week 3.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to clean it up, quit saying it.
Right. Just go out there and say, yeah, we're going to make stupid decisions at various points in time during the game. And
if a guy keeps making pre-snap penalties, sit him on the bench for a quarter. I mean, yeah, I don't like how I don't know what Flores is doing here, Chris. I don't know what his game plan is.
No, I'm not even sure if Flores is there yet.
We have not been bringing pressure like Flores is normally want to do on stuff like this. It seems like we're just kind of sitting back and not doing a whole lot.
Well, I think the short passes to Nakua, the bubble screens and the little slants, I think that the Rams running that, McVay running that, has kept Flores from pulling the trigger on a lot of the.
Yeah, it's that quick getting the ball out, snap, boom, and hitting it. You don't have time for the pressure to get there.
And I think that is somehow hurting Flores a little bit, making him a little gun shy to do it.
Well, I wonder if this defense is caught a little flat-footed because they weren't expecting. They maybe were expecting to have Cup back, but I don't think they were expecting to have Nakua back as well.
That shouldn't matter, though.
It shouldn't, but I'm wondering if
they look tired. They look gassed already. Come on.
I'll tell you what. I think Cashman being out is
a big loss. Absolutely,
more than people are talking about. Now you're having Pace call the plays, and he's probably playing a little bit out of position because he's looking off. I just think that's a bigger factor than people are taking.
Wilfred brings up a good point. These type of games, that the turnovers and the dumb mistakes loom large.
Yeah,
nobody can stop anybody.
I'm going to pause mine at the kick here again so we can sync back up. Let me know when he kicks.
Well,
just
one in the end zone.
All right, close enough. I'm a little bit behind you, but that's fine.
I am too. I'm like a second behind Ted, but Ted doesn't really give the outcome of the play until.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
This is why I usually watch the games by myself because I have a hard time keeping my mouth shut when I'm doing this.
Plus, you combo that with nobody wants to watch the game with you anyway. Usually.
Well, there's that too. Yeah. I have to teach my wife about football, so somebody will watch the game with me.
You just got married, huh? A week ago?
Yeah, I did.
Congratulations, man. How's that going?
Congratulations.
Good. Thank you.
All right.
Maybe that's what's happened to our defense.
You don't have to mute me, Ruby. That's okay.
You got married, and then
there's flag. That whole play was a disaster from the beginning. There's flag.
Yeah, we start the drive off with a penalty.
What the hell was that supposed to be?
Oh, here we go. Now the offense is catching defensive-itis.
Yep.
This is not good.
Brando.
Yeah, false start.
He's got the most false starts in football, I think.
Brando does?
He's got the most penalties for the Vikings, according to the team. That was his 7th one right there.
What's worse, having 7 penalties or giving up 82 pressures like Ingram has?
Both.
The play differential, Vikings have 18 plays and the Rams have 19 plays, so at least it's even so
another
far.
Penalty.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What are we doing here, kids?
What the fuck kind of a call was that?
I think Wilfred jinxed us on that comment he made here a few minutes ago.
God, another penalty.
Yeah.
Get out, Wilford. Come on, guys. It's the kind of shit you're doing with the Jets in the second half. We gotta stop these penalties.
This is about where we started falling apart against the Detroit last week.
Yep, sure is.
Everything in the press conference he said about the stupid penalty mistakes, we haven't changed.
We're doing the same thing.
Yep.
That's what I said. It's becoming that we have to go back and look at the tape thing that they just gets said every dang week.
It's just press conference radio gaga is all it is.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Coach speak. Not going to say anything. You got to apply it. How much do you, Rhino, buy into the short week? You got to travel across the country. I mean, blah, blah, blah. You've heard it 1,000 times. You watch a lot of football things. How much weight do you give into that, Ryan Johnson?
I mean, I think there's probably a little bit to it, but I mean, when it comes down to it, these guys are professionals. You just got to go out and play the game, and you got to, you just lost. Granted, it was a 12-round slugfest against Detroit, and it was a hard-fought game, but the Rams are a team that you should be curb stomping right now, and you're not.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't know who the hell Sam Darnold was throwing that ball to, but there wasn't a Viking anywhere near it.
He was throwing it away because
he felt the ghosts were coming behind him there.
That guy was offsides.
Yeah, he was.
Absolutely, he was. That's Jared Verse. He was 2 steps across the line before a snap ever came across.
He's Florida State, though, so it can't be his fault. Funny. Man alive. This is the kind of game you don't want to punt in.
No.
Here we go.
There you go.
Nice punt.
It's a hell of a job by Ryan right there.
Yeah. Great
And
punt.
nice coverage by Sherfield and Jay Ward, too.
He put that returner in a position where he had to catch it, Chris, because if he doesn't, it's going out of bounds. That was beautiful.
Yep.
All right,
That's a
the
good
punt
point
team.
by-
All right, punt team's doing good.
That's
Yeah.
a good comment here on well. I disagree on the Rams curb stomp. We should definitely win, but we see how good their offense is when they have Cup and Nakua. Yeah, that's true.
And Kyron Williams is a good running back, but I mean, still, their defense is garbage. And I mean, we are walking down the field with the exception of this last drive, but
The difference in this game so far has been tackling and penalties.
yeah.
Yep.
Tackling hasn't been crisp, and the penalties have kept the Rams on the field.
Trooper's got a good point. They're praising your punter means your offense sucks. Wow.
I was being a smartass. I know.
No, I
that.
know.
Come on, Trooper. Little Iron Maiden. Yeah, the penalties have not. We had a bunch of penalties on that drive, and our defense had it on the last drive. So,
Well, we got off the field twice on that drive, and we screwed it up.
Yep. Sure did.
my old the coach I used to hang out with, and he was kind of my mentor, even though I wasn't playing, was Santa Rosa Junior College coach Marv Mays. Amazing coach. Marv Mays won like 9 state championships in a row back in the 80s. And Marv, breakfast, he'd be playing a team that was better than him, and I'd say, what do you got to do to upset these guys? He goes, upsets are easy, man. Get a few penalties, get a few turnovers, run a few really creative, weird plays, and you can pull an upset. And so far, he's right with this game. I mean, that's sometimes it's pretty simple football, you know?
Well, I mean, you look at this game so far, neither
Vikings
defense has
beating
been able to stop anything. We stopped ourselves on this drive with the 2 penalties, and the defense allowed them to keep going with the penalties. You get rid of the dang penalties, and
Well, that's what Kevin O'Connell said they're going to get rid of him last press conference.
when though?
I mean, the Rams have only scored more than 20 points once all year.
Yeah, what are they?
Yeah.
Points scored. Rams are 25th in the league.
And they're like
Wait.
26, and they're like 26th in defense in points allowed.
Yep.
They average 19 points scored a game.
Yeah, they're
19.
at 14 already.
All
We
right,
average
Mike's got
giving
the
up.
Rams pinned deep. They got it. They got to get off the field here.
Yep.
There we go. That's a good start. That's what they were doing well at the beginning of the season. They just swarming to the ball.
Yep.
Tackling, and that's it.
Ted can't pause. He's about 2 seconds ahead.
Oh,
Yeah,
am I?
about half a play, but that's fine.
Yeah.
It's better than the rest of us being 2 minutes ahead of Ted like we were earlier. First game this season with both teams scored touchdowns on their first 2 possessions.
Damn.
No Kyron Williams again. That ankle must be bothering him.
Yep.
Offsides on Grenard.
No.
So I think it's going to be on the
Start.
Rams.
Was that guy on the Nebuchadnezzar on Matrix? That guy right there?
The ref?
He was one of the pilots on the Nebuchadnezzar. I like the Matrix. I like the whole series.
I don't think I've seen the third one yet, but the first 2 are good.
No, don't watch the last one. It's terrible.
Wasn't any good.
Oh, one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Okay, Vikings, let's go. 2nd and 14.
All right, let's see what we got here.
This would be a wonderful time to make something good happen.
This would be a Van Ginkel time right here.
Holding!
Oh, come on!
Jesus.
How do you not call holding on that? They had
That was
3
good.
guys on.
Come on,
Murphy.
man. That's hold.
Good Lord.
Oh, wait. They're not supposed to call penalties on the underdog. That was holding on the edge. I mean, I don't know how.
It's 10. It's still advantageous.
Murphy better check, see if he still got his wallet after that one.
Cover Nakua, damn it.
Get him. There's a flag.
Oh, malicious tackling on the Vikings.
Yeah, they'll give him a 15-yard penalty here and move him ahead.
Malicious words spoken.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yep, another third down stop off the board.
That's how many? 3 now? How many?
Yeah, 3 of them.
3 in the last 2 drives.
Got to get off the field on 3rd down.
Hands to the freaking face. Are you kidding me?
Man, that's tough when it's 3rd and that much, Ted Glover. They had him stopped again, and they let him survive.
It's not hands to the face.
That is also not.
Well, maybe it is, but yeah, at the end of it.
God almighty, that's just unbelievable.
That's 3 times we've given him.
It's just frustrating when you do that, and then you work so hard to get him stopped on 3rd down, and you just give it right back to him.
Right. Most frustrating penalty in football.
Absolutely.
Mm.
And then you give up a 6-yard run.
Williams is out because Corum doesn't usually get. Corum's only had 16 snaps all season, Ted, or 16 rushes. I don't know about snaps, but he's only ran the ball 16 times coming into this game, so he wouldn't be in there right now if Williams was healthy. The defense, this is just angering me. I mean, frickin' penalties every 3rd down.
Yeah.
That legal procedure.
Yep. Okay, they called it.
No, you never know. They're going to call it on us, Rhino.
Yeah, probably. Grenard stuck his tongue out at the right tackle or something.
Man alive.
Meanie face, number 58. 15 yards, and number 58 has been ejected from the ballgame.
Yeah.
Harsh words.
Personal foul, calling somebody a duty head.
Pre-snap movement. He snapped his helmet. Chin strap.
All right, 2nd and 10.
Screen pass.
Good Lord, my God.
No, Williams is back
and
in
another
now.
Flag.
Holding.
My God.
That's something on us, probably.
Probably.
We can't let him run the ball like this, guys. Come on. We're number 2 in the league.
Yeah, what happened to that vaunted run defense?
Frickin'
What do the Rams have right now? Run defense or run wise?
The Rams are current at 11 carries for 53 yards.
I was going to say 40+ yards anyway.
Ted, is this one of the games where all these refs want to be on TV, so they're throwing flag after flag after flag after flag after flag?
Hi, Mom.
This gets irritating because the players aren't deciding the game.
No. These refs are they're like getting paid by the flag tonight or some whatever.
Come on, guys.
Okay, 2nd and 20. This would be a really good time to get a stop.
Good defense.
Hey, Van Ginkel blowing up screens.
There we go.
That's kind of what he does.
One of the smartest players in the league.
That guy is quickly becoming one of my favorite players on this team.
Absolutely.
All right. 3rd and 16, Rhino.
Okay, what's the penalty going to be on this play?
It's going to be Jihad Ward is going to kick somebody in the balls.
This would be another great time for a Van Ginkel pick 6.
Oh yeah, it would. Meow. Conceding.
No, the Bob Schnelker Memorial.
Hold on.
No penalty.
No flags. No flags.
Hang the banner.
Hang the banner, boys. We're getting off the field.
That's funny. Ted Glover,
Skol Vikings, there is no flag. Da-da-da-da-da.
Who's a punter? Cody Loeffler?
No. He's a punter wearing.
Punter. Don't do it.
But he's a punter wearing number 42, so I completely approve.
Yes.
Will Riker totally should have kept 46 too, by the way.
I thought Powell was going to drop that, dude.
Well,
I thought he called for a fair catch. But he didn't.
I still think Ryan Wright should have went back to 66 also. He would have done better.
We
at
got
that
to
point.
tell Sam Darnold about Sal Spice. She sounds like she has a thing for old Sammy Darts.
Yeah, but isn't Sam? If you follow the Twitters and whatever else, Sammy Darnold is doing something with the Hawk-Tua girl and like
Oh God.
What?
Lipa, whatever the heck the other pop singer thing is.
Rhino, what's going on at Viking Uncensored these days? You got anything big plans lined up? Give a little promo for your show. Go ahead.
Little promo. Monday night we will have my solo show, Rhino's Rants, where we do the kind of the live recap of the previous game and a lot of fan interaction. Lance and I have made the conscious decision that our shows are going to be all live, so the times do change a little bit due to Lance's work schedule, but we love getting the guys in and everybody who comes into the chat, taking questions, commenting on that. We kind of let the fans drive the discussion on the shows, especially with the studio show on Fridays. We love the interaction. We love having people come in and very smart people watching the show. It's amazing. You look at social media and you see some of the dumbest shit in the planet, like the Mike Florio trading for Matt Stafford type stuff. But a lot of the same people who watch your show, watch our show, it's people that know football. They have great takes. They have great discussion topics. We have a great time with it. So yeah, Monday nights, usually 7 p.m. I have Rhino's Rants, my show. And then typically Friday nights or Saturday nights, we do the Vikings Uncensored studio show with Brunswick and myself. And we have a great time. We call ourselves the guys sitting around the table at the bar podcast, to just kind of sit there and talk football and have a lot of fun. So.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I've been there since the beginning, since you guys started. I've only missed 2 or 3 shows in 4 years. So, and you guys are very oriented towards the questions and answering people's questions and keeping the crowd really interactive. I like that. And I like that you guys don't have any fluff or weird. If it's a weird story or something, you guys don't pay any attention to it. Kind of like Vikings Report. And I also see a lot of people that I know in Vikings Report in your show, like Doc Proto, G-Mac, Raymond Hoagland, Norsefius, all those guys. I mean, I see a lot of our fans with your show also. So that's
cool. And I have you to thank, you and Dave Stefano to thank for starting the whole podcast thing. So, it's kind of cool that the fan base kind of follows around. Oh, dang it.
Oh, did you see what Jared Verse just did?
Yeah, that's a kiss of death. Now we're going to beat their ass.
He just blocked the skull chant.
We're going to beat their ass.
Oh, all right.
Now it's over.
Okay, now the gloves are coming off. Screw that guy.
That guy's a dick. Really?
Anthony Tollison, your FSU guys can go pound sand.
You can't have Josh Oliver blocking Verse. Come on. That's not a good way to start a drive.
No, it absolutely is not.
2nd and 20. Fuck's sake, man.
And that's an even worse way to start a drive. God,
what the hell? He's got to. Why doesn't he chew somebody's ass? I mean, come on. There's your pre-snap penalties. We're not going to have any more of those.
Dara saw that time.
This looks like last year's Vikings right here, mid-season.
Yes, it does.
It sure does.
I think Kevin O'Connell just bit through his lip on the sidelines, but
you can't keep having the same problems every week.
No. But that's the problem. We have the problems. We know what the problems are because we talk about it after the game, and then we don't do anything to fix it.
Oh, here comes another sack.
God almighty.
How are they getting so much pressure on them all of a sudden?
I have no idea.
3rd and 25.
Jesus. Team's gone to the toilet ever since Rhino got married. Come on.
Yeah. No, we actually won 2. We won 2 games after that, so it's not my fault.
What's her name? She seems like a very nice gal.
Noi.
Noy?
Yep.
Like Kyle Van Noy, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Just no Kyle and no Van. Just Noy.
Right. Exactly. Yep.
So if I wanted to say hi to her right now, I'd say, "Oi, Noy!"
No, you just say hello, Noy. How are
Yes.
you?
No, that'd be too. What are we at? 3rd and 80?
Third
Something like that.
25.
That's your play?
Naylor. I don't even know him.
Just met her.
Right.
Well, at least got a little more room for the punter, I guess. But
What, Lever? Also, part of the upset, Marv Mays used to talk about letting the team hang around.
yeah, that's
More confidence they start getting.
To my comment earlier, we should be curb stomping these guys, and now we're
They
3
should.
minutes to go in the second quarter, and we're tied.
We're only 3-point favorite. No, not curb stomp. I expected it's a Thursday night game. Thursday night games are sloppy
weird.
games,
Yeah,
and
that's true.
they suck.
Yeah, they're better than this. Come on, Vikings.
But on the plus side, Ted, not to worry, because within the next 2 years, we're going to have games every night of the flipping week. So
Pretty much.
Hey, there's Pookie. She was trying to fly to you? Oh, wow. She must not be happy with the Vikings' defensive alignments.
or the offensive line protection.
Both these teams aren't really playing that well.
No.
The Vikings are.
Well, the Vikings are killing themselves with the penalties.
Yeah, this will be interesting, Ted, to see how the rest of this quarter plays out, and especially the second half. We talk about the identity of the team. Are they different than last year?
Yeah.
Are they going to come out in the second half and show that they are a better team, not only on paper, not only on record, but the talent on the field is better?
Yeah.
Let's see what the defense does. Just under 2 minutes left. Can they get a stop and get the ball back? And maybe
I don't want to say that there's any connection here, but the last 2 drives, Aaron Jones hasn't touched the football.
Yeah.
There you go.
And of course, we were moving the ball pretty well when he was in
He was rolling those first couple drives, and then we stopped feeding him the ball.
Of course, it's hard to run the ball when it's 1st and 36, but
this is true. Yeah.
No, that's a great point by Chris. It seems to, when Aaron Jones isn't involved in the offense, it seems to be off kilter a little bit, guys.
It really does. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it sets everything up. It sets the play action up. It's, if he's getting 4 or 5 yards of crack, that just
right.
And we haven't thrown to Jefferson either. I mean, those first 2 drives, everything was to either Jefferson or to Jones. And now neither one of them are touching the ball.
We got to get more pressure on Stafford. Stafford's old. He's not going to run right now. Get him in the pocket.
Not.
Get him in the pocket.
But we haven't gotten consistent pressure on him all night. And the Rams' offensive line is one of their weak points, and we are not doing anything. I mean, we sacked freaking Jared Goff 4 times last week, and they got the best offensive line in the league. We haven't even touched Stafford yet tonight.
Well, you know what? They got down the field, the Rams, the first drive. I'll give them the 7, but there's no way the 14 should be up there.
No.
3rd down penalties. We kind of gave them those points. So they really only allowed 7 points so far, even though it is 14. But, yeah, you're absolutely right. The Vikings are killing themselves right now.
Yeah. You can't expect to go anywhere in this league when you consistently shoot yourself in the foot.
Look at
penalties.
Hey, guys, look at the first 2 drives. Then look at the last 2 drives.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is apples and oranges, man. That's night and day. When you're moving the ball that easy on your first 2 drives, your next 2 shouldn't be that shoddy. They shouldn't.
But to Chris's point, on first down, both of these last 2 drives are starting off throwing the ball, not handing it off to Aaron Jones. I mean, I realize you have to mix it up a little bit, but
sure.
When something is working, keep using it until it doesn't.
There's an idea.
Yeah. First two drives, 8 plays touchdown, 10 plays touchdown, 3 plays punt, 3 plays punt.
Yeah.
The reason everything was open for JJ on those passes and Addison even was because we were running the ball. We were getting 7 yards.
Jones was getting 4 to 5 yards of crack, if not more.
Now we're getting sacked on first down, 2nd and 20.
Yep. Or a procedural penalty that makes it 1st and 15, so we feel like we have to throw it on first down.
Right.
I mean, Kieran Williams has 10 carries for 68 yards. I mean, the Rams are averaging 6 yards a clip running the ball.
That's not
Yep.
good.
Yeah.
No.
Matthew Stafford's 11 for 14 throwing the ball. 134.5 rating. I mean, that's just unacceptable, man.
Especially those rushing yards, Ted. That's not us. And it's not like we're playing the Lions, who have the best running backs in the league. We're playing.
Well, you're saying it's not us, but as part of this, we talked about why the Vikings are like third worst in passing yards because we were so far ahead to start the season. Now we're not getting out to those 2 to 3 score leads right off the get-go, so the other team can run the ball.
That's true.
So I think that's a lot of it.
That's a great point, Rhino. That's why you have a successful show, Vikings Uncensored.
And again, I know we've mentioned it once or twice, but this team needs Blake Cashman to get back in the middle of this defense.
Right.
Oh, 100%.
Come on, man.
Really?
They average 100 yards a game rushing.
Yep.
That's what I have written in my notes. And they're damn near there right now.
Yep.
This is my fault because I have Kieran Williams on my fantasy team and I sat him because I also have the Vikings defense. I should have played him.
Get him! Oh, shit.
Come on.
Wow.
Ted, this is what I was talking to you about before the game. This is what I was talking about. It's the Vikings, man. They right when they think they're going to shut out, it seems like they do. Not that it's only halftime, I know, but they're letting the Rams hang around.
Yeah.
The Rams aren't that good, especially on defense. The Rams aren't good.
No, their defense isn't good, and their offensive line has been garbage all year, but yet we can't get any pressure.
Nope.
Damn it! Come on, let him go. Fuck's sake.
Just every time Kieran Williams touches the ball, 5 yards, 6 yards, 7 yards.
Yep.
The run defense is not what it was at the beginning of the year. And I'm telling you, it's Cashman.
Cashman's a big part of it, but
yeah. Yep. Well, Cashman's out. Pace is playing. Oh, there's a flag. What do we got here?
There'll be something stupid on Minnesota, I'm guessing.
You know, one of the things that angered me.
Hands to the face or something.
One of the things that angered me. We'll wait for the call.
It's on Ivan Pace.
What?
I think they picked up the flag.
They picked it up.
The flag.
They were going to call roughing on Pace, but he got blocked into.
Because he went to the knees, but he got blocked into him. Yeah.
There was something I noticed in the first half of that Lions game, mostly in the second quarter. We'll wait for this play to develop.
There we go. Nice pass.
The Vikings were running that A-B. There's an A-B blitz gap they run, and they run one extra blitzer off the edge to kind of confuse the blocking scheme, right? Detroit, only place Goff could go with the ball in a matter of a split second was to throw it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He was the only receiver he had a chance to throw it to. And you look at the replay, the Vikings are like 8 yards off him.
Yeah.
If you're going to blitz like that, you got to go into bump and run. And they did that like 3 times. I'm going.
And I was listening to the Vikings pregame show on the radio, and I was driving home from work tonight, and they were talking about, how at the beginning of the season, they were talking about how the Vikings wanted to play a lot more man than they did last year.
Oh, nice play, Jonathan Bernard.
But yet at this point in time through the season, they're one of the lowest percentage of man coverage in the league.
Right. I mean, if you're going to blitz 9 guys, he's not going to have very long to pass. You got to cover.
No, you can't run cover 2 when you bring 7 guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I'm going, why are they playing so far off this guy?
Well, at least we got off the field here.
Yeah,
hopefully,
provided we don't have a stupid penalty on the punt.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
What do you do here, Ted? Go for points.
Let's see what the flag is.
There we go. Start at the 5, half the distance, 2.5.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. We got time to give up a safety here.
I cannot stand this officiating crew.
No,
they're garbage.
They want to be the big play. They want to be more popular than the teams playing, and I hate that.
Dallas Turner holding.
Guy gets on the field for like 5 plays a game, and one of them he gets called for holding.
What do you guys think on that? Why is he not playing? Is he just not where they think he should be? Or
yeah,
I know he was injured.
And Grenard, Grenard's playing out of his mind. Van Ginkel's playing out of his mind. I mean, he's just.
And Pat Jones has 5 sacks too.
It has nothing to do with Turner being a bust at all.
I don't think so either, but
just run it up the middle. Get out of this half. Jesus. Ridiculous half. Come on. Play like shit and it's tied. What does that tell you? Play better.
Is that Darisaw that's down?
Oh.
Yes.
God's sake.
Oh, he's holding his knee.
Great. Now we got TJ Clemmings coming in.
Yeah, that'd be Quessenberry.
Yeah.
Same difference.
Yeah. Quessenberry, I'm okay with Quessenberry. He's
not against Verse, I'm not.
Well.
Oh God.
Oh,
no.
McCullough rolled up on him. That's an ACL. Oh, shoot.
Yeah. Could have just taken a fucking knee and gone into the locker room, but we had to call a fucking 3-yard run for Aaron Jones.
Pointless. What were they going to get out of that, Chris? What are you going to get out of that run?
Well, I mean, we're almost too close to the goal line to take a knee. That's the only problem. But
the Rams only have 1 timeout left. I mean,
yeah.
Right. So now we get to hear, halftime, we got to clean up the penalties. You got to do it instead of saying it.
Right. Talk is cheap.
You got to sit your team down like my basketball coach did. You're not going to play if you keep screwing up.
Well, it just got to be like the old coach we had when I was in high school. We had one kid that was like a couple years older than me. He was playing on the line, and we were in practice, and he screwed up like 4 straight plays. And the coach, he's like, "Get up there in your stance or whatever." And so he gets up there in the stance or whatever else. The coach walks up behind him and hauls off and just boots him right in the ass. He's like, "When I tell you to get down and get right, get down and get right, or you're going to be out in the damn trees out there." And
damn, who is that? Lou Saban? They're killing me, Whitey. They're killing me.
No, his name was Gary Adair.
Were people freaking out in the chat room? What are they saying? Tollison must be pissed. F you this, F you that.
So of all the players on the roster, the Vikings could least afford to lose. Darisaw is number 1, right?
Right up there, at least.
I would say he's number 1.
Top 5 at the very least. So let me ask you guys that now the stupid rumors aside, what do you guys think the likelihood is of any kind of a trade maneuver being made before the deadline here?
I just don't know what the hell this team's going to trade.
I'd be looking for a left tackle tomorrow.
Yeah, that's not good. They're
helping him into the locker room. That's bad juju.
I don't see us making any moves right now. Maybe the other guys think it's different, but we don't have any draft capital to play with.
Yeah, that's the thing. Unless you start giving away the 2026 draft while you're at it, I'm not really in favor.
Oh, now they kneel the ball. Nice. Yeah. Now we kneel the ball.
Dumb.
Yeah.
Man, that's 2023 Vikings right there.
Yeah. Well, I guess on the plus side, it's a 0-0 game starting the second half. So,
well,
yeah, great.
That's not what you want when you're supposed to beat somebody.
No, absolutely not.
You gotta take. First thing you got to do is take Stafford down a notch. That guy's way too comfortable.
I mean, the Vikings have historically had their way with Stafford. I mean, like you mentioned earlier in the show, we had 10 sacks against him that one game.
Well, the problem with these old vets is, Rhino, if you let them get into a rhythm, the old guys will complete passes and they'll get more confident. I mean, we know we can rattle a young player like Caleb Williams, but these older guys, I mean, you got to, like Stroud, we had Stroud guessing.
Yeah.
We had Stroud completely.
Stroud, Brock Purdy, all those guys we had going. I mean, but yeah, Matt Stafford's a guy who's been there. He's done that. He's seen everything.
Yeah.
You got it. The only way you're going to get him rattled is if you start knocking him on his backside.
Right.
I'll be back in a minute, guys. I need something a little stronger than beer. I'm gonna go get some bleach, I think.
Bleach with Captain Morgan Spice rum. I know you said.
There you go. The Drano Chaser.
Yeah. Unfrickin' believable, this team.
Yeah. It's that whole "this team makes me drink" thing is
it's certainly happening tonight.
It absolutely is. I'm 3 into it, and I'm glad I got some extra yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reggie, everybody say a prayer for Darisaw right now. Yeah, absolutely. That did not look good.
No, really didn't.
I mean,
I don't understand it.
That leg is not supposed to bend that way. Yeah, and it's...
Nope.
Don't worry, Sonny, when I'm trying to keep myself on a little bit of a level field here when I'm on the show, but afterwards, yeah, I'm going to sound like Brunswick on here. I'm going to be throwing F-bombs and everything else left and right and up and down.
Yeah, I'm waiting until the other guys come back before I take a little bit of a break here myself. Because it's about to get a little sweary over here.
What was that?
It's about to get a little sweary over here.
Yeah, any left tackles close to Darisaw on the trading block? I mean, there's very few left tackles close to Darisaw that aren't on the trading block. I mean,
yeah, Darisaw is not a dude you just replace.
No,
sorry.
I forget who it was the other day. Might have even been Ted that's mentioned it, or could have been you, Adam. Either one, but I remember seeing it on Twitter that Darisaw is a top 3 left tackle in the league, and he's not third.
No, he's not. That was me.
That was you. I knew it was one of you guys, but I couldn't remember who had posted it. But
I think the smartest word spoken in the first half of this entire game is Chris mentioning that why would you change what you're doing the first 2 drives?
Yeah.
Yep.
That to me,
it makes no sense.
That it does make no sense.
All right. I'm gonna be back.
Game plan. If they can't stop your game plan, you run it until they stop.
No,
you don't stop it yourself.
No, you have to employ the NDSU theory on this stuff. It's, hey, this is what we're doing. Everybody knows what we're going to doing, and we're going to keep doing it until you stop us from doing it.
Right. It seems like the Vikings are doing them a favor
by
getting out of that.
Hey, that worked for like two drives. Now we're going to go try something completely different, and we're just going to shoot ourselves in the foot.
That's kind of mind-boggling. Yeah, Gilmore was not good the first half.
Yeah, Gilmore looked like he's 34 years old.
Was he on Nakua? Oh,
yeah, Ted, don't bring that up, please.
Yeah, Ted, we don't want to be talking about that right now. But when Chris mentioned that, it made me start thinking we've had a lot of problems on defense with penalties, Rhino.
Yep.
And pre-snap penalties and holding and stuff. But the offense, they ran the first and second drive looked identical play calling to me.
Yeah, it was Aaron Jones, Justin Jefferson, Aaron Jones, Justin Jefferson, Aaron Jones, touchdown.
And it's 14 points.
Right. And then all of a sudden we go away from Aaron Jones, we go away from Justin Jefferson, and
I don't get
surprise that we don't move the ball.
Maybe he was scared he's going to run up the score on his buddy. He wanted to change the offense, try to give him a chance to get back in it.
Yeah, I mean, I love KOC, and I honestly do believe KOC will eventually win us a Super Bowl here. But some of the stuff it just infuriates me sometimes watching this. It's almost like he outthinks himself.
Well, I think a lot of times what the OCs do, what the game plan does when guys want to switch it up, Rhino, is they want to switch it up before the other team figures it out. So they're even more of a creative guesswork.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I get that, but
I don't though. I believe what you just said about NDSU.
Yeah,
with the Blazers.
but that's the point I was just going to make. You have the best non-quarterback player in the NFL, the guy that they're just showing on the replay there now.
Keep
out
running
there.
it.
Keep throwing it to Jefferson. Keep running it with Jones. You know, if you want to mix in a little bit of stuff, yeah, but the bread and butter that's been working all game, keep doing it.
I agree. I don't understand the offensive change in game plan with the last few drives.
No.
I mean, Ted, you're 14-0. You're eating the field on them. They can't stop you, and then you switch the whole offensive scheme. I don't get it.
It was never 14-0. It was 7-7. It was 7-0, then 7-7.
No, I'm talking about the 2 touchdown drives we had. Why even go away from changing from that? Keep the same thing going until they stop.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right, Rhino. Getting outguessing himself.
Yeah. It's, I know the illusion of complexity and all this other stuff and all this pre-snap motions and this, that, and everything else. Seems like all the pre-snap motion does is get us a false start penalty. But sometimes you just got to line up and play big boy football and say, here we come, try to stop us.
Sure. And as bad as they played in the first half, they're still, like you said, 0-0. They can pick it up here in the second half and get Darnold back into a groove and maybe run at the Rams with things they're not ready to see. I don't know.
But we got to get some pressure on Stafford the second half, though. If he can sit back there and have time to throw, he's going to pick us apart.
Well, a lot of that comes off running game.
Yeah.
If you got him,
and that's the thing that
2nd and 2, that's their down. I mean, if you stop the running game, that's how you get to Stafford.
Yeah, you get him in 2nd and 8 and 3rd and 9, whatever. That long distance when they have to throw it. Yeah, then you can pin your ears back and bring the house on.
If you're in 3rd and 4 every drive, it's easy to hit those little slants to Nakua because he only needs 4 yards. The 3rd and 12 can be throwing that play. So
no,
you got first. You stop the run. Like Bud Grant said, you got to stop one thing at a time. I mean, way too much success on the ground.
Yeah. We're not stopping the run
there, so
not stopping the run, but we're making up for it by not stopping the pass either. So.
Well, interesting first half. Hopefully,
what do you think, Ted?
Hopefully, it's just that Christian Darrisaw, as you're right at the end of the half, just I just put a ball on everything.
That's not good.
I mean, Dan Quisenberry, famous Royals relief pitcher.
Yeah,
David Quessenberry is a decent replacement. I mean, a couple games he's okay, but I mean, Darrisaw obviously is one of the best left tackles in the game, if not the best. If he's out for a long time, it's going to alter the Vikings' offensive line and how good they perform. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Really, Kyron Williams 73 yards in the first half.
Jeez.
Yep.
Come on.
Yeah, I don't think Walter Rouse is ready to take over as left tackle or anything like that. So
no.
Well, Quessenberry's capable. I mean, he played.
No, he is. I like Quessenberry.
But I mean, I just don't think Quessenberry's a rest of the season guy.
No, he's a guy that'll get you a game or two when you need it, but he's not a guy to get you the next set or 12 games.
Jay Nelson says he walked off. It'll be all right. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, he didn't walk off under his own power. He had 2 guys one under each shoulder, and
it didn't look good.
This is a cool stat I got written down. It should be the Vikings are 6th on offense overall and 6th on defense overall, according to my notes.
Yeah,
6 and 6, Rhino and Ted. The Rams are 23rd on offense and 25th on defense. 6 and 6, 23 and 25.
It's 14-14.
Yeah.
look, the Vikings are only 3-point favorites. They're on the road. It's a Thursday night game. They lost. I mean, I can see it. Look, it's not.
Well, I mentioned the stat on penalties too.
Penalties are what's killing us right now.
All right, real quick before we get going, we said at halftime we give a prize away. Ruby does not have her microphone working tonight, but Ruby, if you would go ahead and bring up the halftime Toonces Wheel of Destiny. There we go.
Rhino loves the Wheel of Destiny, don't you, Ryan?
Yeah, absolutely. I've never won on it, but it's still pretty awesome.
No way!
Oh! How's that for timing, Rhino?
Bob's your uncle, Ryan Johnson. Congratulations, you're our winner.
I've never won on. That means we're going to win the game. That right there tells
me the Vikings are going to win the game.
Yes, that's good. And we're all going to look at that spinning the wheel at halftime and Rhino's name coming up when he said he's never won.
Yes. Rhino, you know what to do. Get a hold of Ruby. What jersey you got on, Rhino? Is that Tom? Is that TK?
I got Tommy Kramer.
Nice. Love it. Love it. Love it. I got a home TK jersey. I love it.
That's great.
Well done, man.
And the wheel is random, Ted. It's not fixed.
Speak it into existence, brother. That's awesome.
Okay, the Vikings will win this game by 10 points. The Vikings will win this
All
game
right,
by
there
10
we go.
points.
There we go.
Thanks for being here with us, Rhino.
All right, appreciate you.
Thank you for having me on. I always enjoy coming on with you guys.
You guys doing you and Brunswick doing a live post-game show?
Not tonight. We're off until Monday. I'll do the Rhinos Rants recap on Monday, and then normal studio show will be next Friday.
Alrighty. Well, Rhino, thanks for joining us, man.
Yep. Thanks for having me. Have a good rest of your show, guys. I'll be in the chat, and let's go win this damn game.
Yeah.
Damn Skippy, brother.
Awesome.
All right.
Take care, brother.
Guys.
Chris, you see that? What just happened?
I sure did. I heard it.
He said he never won the spin the wheel.
Never won, and then he wins. That's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
I never win the Wheel of Destiny, and then it ends up on his name. That's awesome. Hey, who's that?
It's the Taskmaster.
Is that Sackles?
It is.
You need to go burn a heater before the third quarter starts really quick.
I already did. And then I came in and inhaled, literally breathed in some bourbon when you said Dan Quisenberry.
The great submariner from Kansas City.
Yeah, he was a good one, man.
I think we all need to go burn a heater after that.
Him and Kent DeColvey. You remember Kent DeColvey from the Pirates?
He was my favorite pitcher in '79. Kent DeColvey. Ichabod Crane. I remember him well.
Yeah.
Dave, what is going on with our team tonight, buddy?
I don't know, but I'm way ahead of you guys.
We need an announcement. Tell them who it is. Dave,
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is the one, the only David Stefano, one of my, as Sid Hartman would say, one of my close personal friends, but he really is. I've known Dave for 20 years now. We were stationed together at our last active duty station. Dave is a greasy, grimy, gopher gut wrench turner. I was a clean-shaven, loved by the women aviator, but Dave kept me safe by fixing the jets. But he is now. What you got, like 812 podcasts you do now? Is that the deal?
Something like that? We put out 3 today alone. So.
Sal Spice had some very kind words for you, David.
Yeah, she loves working with you now. You guys were awesome getting her on your channel, on your network.
Hey, somebody had to go get them. I figured better be us. And I like her shtick. It's a little bit. It's different. She's got a different niche. She's going for the fan experience side of football rather than the stat geek or the, whatever else style, the slapstick that you guys do. So it's unique.
We need some more nerd podcasts out there, though. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Oh, there's plenty of them.
Seeing a lot of folks on social media saying that Darisaw is not out there on the sidelines to start the half here. That's not a positive sign.
No, it was his knee.
You think it's an ACL?
Mm-hmm. Oh, something in the knee.
Oh, Christ.
Because he was holding the knee, something terrible.
Okay.
Tollison. Every time Ted tells a story about him and Dave, I think of Apocalypse Now or Platoon. Tollison, you couldn't even do 2 push-ups, so shut the hell up. Kick him the hell out of here. Christ almighty.
Close to being that
Tulsa's
old.
one of those guys. I've had a couple drinks with me, so Tulsa's one of those guys that would say, I'd have joined, but if the first time drill sergeant said something to me, I'd have punched him. Nah, shut up, Anthony.
Oh, hey, there's a penalty on the Rams that took that big old play away.
Even though we're on to the third quarter, Dave, if you could put it in a kind of a quick first half thing of what you're seeing with this team.
Sloppy play.
Yeah.
Whether it be Bradbury not knowing the snap count on 2 separate plays, or defense and the penalties, it's just sloppy. Like they're travel lagged or something. Something's not right.
Not that we needed confirmation, but Darisaw has officially been declared out.
So it's
great. You're
Dave,
good.
you're looking at it as
news,
being,
Chris.
if we didn't have the self-infliction, we'd be okay. We'd be up a couple scores in this game, or
I believe so.
I
Yes.
think so too.
We wouldn't have, when we had him pinned deep after that first good punt, and then it went to the third down, and we were about to hold him for 3 and out, and then penalty.
Here's another one, 3rd and 9. What's going to happen here?
Yep.
I'm a good play ahead of you. I already know.
Oh, okay. Oh my God.
Yeah, Katie's upset because I'm almost a full play ahead of her, and we're in the same house.
Weird.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess we're not going to cover Nakua tonight.
I
It
guess
was
not. Well, I'll tell you what. When they get over center on the next play, Dave. Wait, hold on a second. Oh, he did get his feet down. When they get over center, hold the ball until we say snap, and then we'll be in sync. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're over center now. And snap. Oh, my God. 4 or 5 yards clip, man. God, the Vikings just have not been able to stop the run for like the last 2 weeks.
Look terrible. Look tired. Look a step behind, David Stefano. A step behind is all it takes. In hockey, my coach used to say, you're a blade behind. Well, sometimes you got to react without reading. If you read and you react, that's your. I don't know what's going on here.
Nakua 87 yards, Williams 84 yards. Jesus.
Let's get a turnover or something. Holy shit.
Tell that to Odin.
That was interference on Nakua.
Yeah, he straight up tackled Harrison Smith.
Come on. There. If you're going to call it both ways, David Stefano. You can't do that. That's total interference on the offense. That's horse shit.
I'm a good at least 2 plays ahead of you guys.
Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it for me. Then you got to pause and wait, man. You're the master of computer podcast. You get caught up to. I don't need to tell you how to do it.
I'll just keep shutting up.
Get that son of a bitch.
I'll drink my whiskey.
Yeah. Yes.
There you go, Byron Murphy. Hell yeah.
Dave had to hold back his excitement because he already knew what happened.
Yeah, when I had that big grin, I knew what happened.
What do you do, Dave? We always check in with you, see what you're drinking. What are you drinking tonight?
Yeah, what you drinking tonight, Dave?
It's called Devil's River Bourbon. It's distilled down in San Antonio. It's a pretty good bourbon, 45% alcohol.
So you got like 3 of those bottles for this game, right?
No.
Oh.
Do you mix it with anything?
No, it's just
liver.
Yeah.
I had 2 beers at halftime, and then I went up and I found some Captain Morgan, I found some bleach, and I found some Drano, and I've got a nice little cocktail going on.
All right.
David, what's your favorite whiskey? What if you go out and get one whiskey that you love? What is it?
Oh, for a reasonable price, it's TX.
TX.
Yep.
Okay.
It's brewed or distilled in Dallas area. It is an awesome bourbon.
Yeah.
And it's a general 40 proofer.
Smooth.
Yes, quite. But I love
Are you a Four Roses fan?
Am I a what fan?
Four Roses bourbon?
Yes, very much so.
That's the good stuff. It's a decently priced one too.
Yes, whether it be yellow label or single batch or reserve, or they've got about 12 different recipes, and they're all good.
Sackles, baby. Sackles it up.
Yes.
So tell us about your First and Skull channel, Dave. How many shows you got going on there? You got you and Darren with the Two Old Bloggers show.
Two Old Bloggers. We have Tyler Fornes and the Real Forno Show. We have now Sal Spice with Scolders and Spice. Those are your live shows generally. We have live at the 2-minute warning, which we're going to have today as well. Self-explanatory. We go live at the 2-minute warning at the end of the game to watch and react with everybody how the game went.
Way to jump our post-game show, Dave. I see what you did there.
Plus, we have Justin Day for Purple and Gold for Days. We have me with an occasional Vikings daily opener, which is both of those are podcast only. And every once in a while, we have some specials.
Justin Day is a great football knowledge. He's a smart dude.
Yeah, and I love the way he's smooth and he plays his porn music in the background. And
we all like porn music, don't we?
Yeah. But he is fantastic. You hear Merlin in the background. He's upset.
Is this the turnover that turns us around, Ted? Is this the turnover that gets us jump started and gets us on the track here?
I hope so. Now, like you guys said earlier, if they can get back to what they were doing those first two drives, mixing the run and the pass with Aaron Jones and getting and manageable down and distances, and let's see what they do here.
That's something I wanted to ask David. Is Chris brought this up in the second quarter, Dave, that the first two drives.
Here we go.
We drove the field on them.
Look at that, a nice run from Aaron Jones on.
And then they got away from it, David. How do you figure that? Why'd they do that?
I have no idea. It was working.
Yeah.
And it's been most of the season so far.
Show the Darisaw replay again.
I want to say what again?
Yeah.
It's been most of the season so far where they started out throwing to Jefferson, and Jefferson gets all these passes in the first half and then barely gets thrown to in the second half. And it's
there we
what
go.
happens
Nice
in the
screen.
second
Screen.
That's set up.
Nice.
Go,
dude.
baby, go.
That's what a screen is supposed to look like there. My God.
Wait, I'm waiting for it.
I'm waiting for the flag.
Every fucking play.
Yep.
Modern football,
So
Dave. We went for the flag.
The Vikings PR folks pointed out that with that interception, this is the fourth time since 2000 the Vikings have recorded a takeaway in each of their first 7 games.
Wow.
Nice.
Since when?
Since 2000. They did it in 2001, 2003, and 2022.
That is cool.
Yeah, you mix some Aaron Jones into the offense and good shit happens. Who'd have thought that?
Who'd have thought? Now get some JJ back into it and you'll be fine. But as I was saying, if you notice, JJ gets a lot of balls in the first half, but he gets very few in the second half. And in the first half, we have Sam Darnold, who's skyrocketing in his pass ratings. Pick a stat, doesn't matter which. And then the second half, it drops off. There's a correlation there, at least to me. Now, is it play calling? Is it execution? I don't know. But it's got to be fixed. If it works in the first 2 drives, keep doing it until they stop it.
That's a hell of an effort by Jordan Addison right there.
That was. I think they gave him the first down, didn't they?
He's the smallest dude on the field, and he's dragging like 4 Rams to the first down marker.
Which is a huge step up from lining up off sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a first down.
Yeah, they didn't. Yep, that's he made it.
No, we know he made it, but
yeah.
Your mom made it.
Yeah,
she did. especially with Neil Diamond. She was Neil Diamond's secret lover. Go. I like that screen to Aaron Jones. They ought to run that 3 or 4 more times.
Yeah. And they threw it right into the blitz too, which is why it worked as well as it did.
Last year, Kirk would have taken a sack.
Yep.
Oh, speaking of sacks,
maybe go for a home run right here. I mean,
Sam holds the ball on way too long.
They showed the stat before that he's got.
Are you
more time
foreshadowing
than
us,
anybody.
David?
No.
They showed the stat before that he's had more time to throw than any quarterback in the league.
Yeah, 3.8 seconds.
Yeah.
See, now this looks more like the first couple drives.
Yes. Why? You mix in JJ and you mix
Yes.
in Aaron Jones.
Good things happen.
Don't stop it until they can stop it.
Christ, Brandel got beat like an abused child. Christ almighty on that play. Did you see that?
Yeah. That looks like
God.
that
He
looks
got
like Lindsay Lohan going for the Coke Bowl. Keep it going. Keep the pressure on. There we go, baby. He got it.
Yeah, baby.
He got it.
Was that
Got
JJ's catch?
Yeah,
the
it
other guy's gonna talk him out of it. Dude, we're in LA. You can't let him have that. Run a play. Run the play. Just run any play.
No, that's a catch.
No, that's a no doubter.
Run it.
Got it.
Oh, God.
What a fantastic catch, huh?
Yeah. I don't care. I'm
And-
glad they ran the play because I don't want.
And then Jones loses 4 yards.
We're getting a damn touchdown on this drive.
Oh, you gotta be kidding. Sorry.
Oh, Dave, come on.
No, sorry. I didn't mean to. Nothing happened.
It's not a pick. Is
That's
it?
just it. Nothing happened.
Tell me it's not a pick.
No, it's not a pick.
So Chris Carter put
Some
Justin Jefferson ahead of
molestation.
Randy Moss. You think that's good?
No,
Not yet.
could be.
Not yet.
Come on, KOC. You can't settle for fucking field goals in this situation.
God, Matthew Stafford's beard is so great. You think he could play Santa Claus at a mall?
Oh, this is what I miss about you guys.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Not a lot of people know that us three were on a show together, Dave.
Right? Good morning, Gallahorn.
That's right. That was a lot of fun, dude.
It was.
Let's call it. Let's call it. Get it in there.
So we're not gonna call pass interference on JJ there. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
The molestation.
take the points here. I take the points.
I'll take the touchdown. Shouldn't be.
I mean, you got to get points after this drive. After the
yeah, but
yeah. Oh, come on! You're not gonna call that shit.
he started stumbling though.
I
Right
don't
there.
care.
Yeah, he stumbled. They're not gonna call that.
I don't care.
Ted.
Should have been in DPI.
Pass
First down on the
interference,
one.
get in the end zone. Pass interference. He draws a lot of penalties. Dave, you like the draft pick, Will Reichert?
For a kicker? Hell yes.
I think after that catch by JJ, you got to put it in the end zone. Come on.
You do, but like if you don't score on third down, or if you go for it on fourth down there after the defense finally makes a play and gets you the ball back.
No, you can't
you
go
drive
for it.
down
You got
the
to take the
field.
points. I know
Okay,
that.
all right.
No, I'm in
Chris-
agreement with you. You got to take the points, but this
Chris,
is
Dave, are you in agreement? You go for it on fourth down there?
No,
Or do you take
no,
the
no.
points?
I
you
wouldn't
take
have.
You take the
No.
points, but what I'm saying, Ted, this is what keeps them in the game.
Yes.
Little things like this.
No, I get you.
You have too many weapons to not put it in right there from the 5.
Now, do you guys think that KOC had no balls to bring Will Reichert out to attempt a 73-yarder last week?
I wish he would have. It would have been better than that damn play they ran at the end of the game.
I'm
Oh, hell
going with
yes.
Ted. We should have went for it on fourth down.
They did.
No,
They
on the
didn't get
punt.
anywhere.
On the preceding
Oh.
drive on the punt, where they gave it back to Detroit when they went down and drove the field and kicked the field goal. I would have gone for it there
Gotcha.
because there was still over 2 minutes in the game, and the Vikings had all 3 timeouts remaining, I believe, right?
At that point in time?
Yeah.
Mhm.
They did.
I mean, yeah.
Dave, talking about the kick.
Mhm.
I sure as hell would have liked to have seen that with the alternative they chose, a sack. I mean,
I know. I was. Now, granted, another stupid play by the offense, a wide receiver, all he had to do was cover up Darisaw, and then they would have had the shot, the 68-yard attempt.
He'd have hit that.
Mm-hmm.
You think so?
I think so. Heck, we saw him in preseason blasting them. He was hitting 65-yarders, and they looked like they'd go for 75.
The Minnesota Vikings' biggest problem since KOC's been a head coach has been them beating themselves.
Yep.
If,
For the most
if they
part,
didn't
yes.
beat themselves, they would have won like 6 more games last year. And I really feel that in KOC's defense, they seem like they beat themselves in a lot of games, Dave.
I'm not disagreeing with you, especially in the second half. Why?
That goes with winning culture, winning games, winning culture, used to winning.
Want to throw another stat out here from the Vikings PR folks. After that ridiculous catch, Jefferson is the first Viking with at least one reception of at least 25 yards in each of the first 7 games of the year, going back to 94.
Wow.
When I assume it was Chris Carter.
Chris
that
has
pulled
some
it off.
tasty tidbits tonight, Chris Gates.
I'm stealing all this from the Vikings PR department. I follow them on the
Steal away,
social
man.
media,
As long as it makes our show look smart, steal away.
Yeah.
And also, JJ is first time this season past 100 yards receptions.
No,
He's
he
got
had
100.
100 in the San Francisco game when he had that 97-yarder.
Okay, he had he's got
he got
115.
Yeah, he got 97 on one catch. Let me look at the his game logs for year here.
This Ted Glover, this kind of feels like the point of the game where it's going to go one way or the other to me. It kind of, it's right on the cusp of that.
Big drive for the defense right here.
Yeah, JJ had 4 for 133 against the Niners.
There we go.
Thank you for the correction.
Yeah, no problem. Hey,
that's
why
holy hell.
I just feel like if they can hold LA here and get the ball back and then score again, it starts that leverage of how the game's going to roll out.
It sure would be nice.
Fucking Nakua. We need to get him on our team.
Trade.
What? Yeah, why doesn't Mike Florio suggest we trade for Puka Nakua? We got the dude tried to run Justin Jefferson out of town for 2 years, and now I guess he's focused on Sam Darnold instead. What the?
Good Lord. Stafford just had all time in the pocket there.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I mean, Stafford pulled out his cell phone, called his accountant, and said, look, cut some of these California taxes out of my paycheck. Give me some kind of tax shelter here.
I thought the Rams O-line was a problem for them.
It's supposed to be.
I mean, look at this.
It is supposed to be. Now, he's getting rid of the ball a heck of a lot faster, but still.
Man, Dallas Turner just got stonewalled there. He's just not.
Yeah.
Oh.
He needs to grow. He still needs to put on another 30, 40 pounds.
Right. Dave's correct.
He's still growing. He's still young.
Someone tipped that ball, I think. I'm not sure who it was. That might have been Turner. I think Dallas Turner actually got a hand on that ball. I got to see on the replay here.
Tillery, maybe.
Of course, they won't show this replay. They'll show the fucking Darisaw injury 2 or 3 times, but not when the Vikings make a good play.
So the first 6 games or 6.5, Dave, who do you call for your favorite offensive player, the best MVP, and then defensive best player? You can think about it for a sec. You don't have to give a knee-jerk reaction. We have Anthony Thomas.
Well, if it was up to just a few games ago, I'd give Darnold the trophy, but he's seemingly regressed.
I always know it's going to happen because Ted says, for the play.
Sorry, my bad. I'll shut up.
Offense, I probably got to give it right now to Aaron Jones. I mean, JJ's.
Yeah, me too.
JJ. But for being the most impactful on the team right now, it's Aaron Jones.
I would
because
agree.
He has broken open so many games with his run.
And he's brought such a change to the running game compared to last year.
I agree, Dave.
Dave, you'll like this story. Like, you used to watch games with me and my dad, so
Right.
you'll appreciate this more than anybody. But you know how like, whoo, what
Holy
happened there?
shit,
Woo,
Byron
what
Murphy.
happened? What happened there, Drew? I don't know.
Right.
Woo.
I need oxygen after that play.
That was one hell of a play by Murphy.
So, you know how dry and sarcastic my dad's humor used to be watching the games, and I was telling Drew and Chris this pregame that last week there was a play Jones ran, and it looked like he had like a 3-yard loss, but he broke a tackle. He ended up getting like 2 or 3 yard gain.
Mm-hmm.
And Grayson, my grandson, was watching the game with me, and he looked at me. He said, Papa Madison would have lost 2 yards in that play. Just like absolute deadpan.
And the tradition continues.
I mean, it's just the way he drops a line like that at the perfect time just reminds me of my dad so much. It's just you got to come up here and watch a game with him and me, and you'll at some point in the game he'll say something. And he's still learning the game and he asks a lot of questions, but at some point he'll drop a line and you'll go, that's Don Glover. That's Don Glover to an 11-year-old body. It really is, man. It really is.
Now, to answer your defensive side of the question, I'll probably have to go with it's hard. Van Ginkel's been outstanding.
Why can't we get fucking pressure on that guy?
I don't know.
Golly.
Van Ginkel, you said?
Van Ginkel, Cashman's obviously proved by being out how much he's
exactly
important to the defense.
Gotta be shitting me. Look at Nakua running free right there.
Yep.
That's terrible. What are the safeties both playing so deep for? God, that really angers me. Simple football.
Nakua's
Get him.
Nakua's got 106. Kieran Williams 88. Rams are running for 5.4 yards a clip.
Vikings are really good on first and second down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, this goes back to what I talked about. I agree you got to kick the field goal because you spent a lot of time in that drive. You can't get away with nothing. But the 17 is now going to be 17. So you're leaving them in that distance, Ted, where they can catch you. I don't like it.
Or pass you.
Which I don't think they're going to do, hopefully. Like, get some pressure on that son of a bitch. Oh, my God.
No, your dad was great. Especially when you'd start yelling at the TV and he'd look behind you and at me and go. I'm in commercials. Chris, how's Daily Norseman doing?
Probably not great at the moment. No, things are going all right.
Got the third quarter thread roaring.
Yeah, it's running. I can't keep track of the comments too much anymore, but that's probably for the best, quite honestly. Yeah. We should not lose this frickin' ball game. This is ridiculous.
Are there any new writers over there that I need to be paying attention to?
No, just the folks we brought on before the season.
Okay.
Just haven't brought in anyone new lately. Gosh, Shaq Griffin held Robinson all the damn way down the field and still didn't stop him from catching a touchdown pass.
Nope.
Yeah.
And he got flagged for it too, but declined.
Yeah. Ugh. Still annoyed about Darisaw. Still, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not been a good last hour or so.
Hasn't been a good last 2 weeks.
No.
Or whatever. Last weekend and this one. Drew, 17 wasn't enough.
No.
You're on mute, buddy.
He's Kevin Seifert from ESPN just said that Stafford's only been pressured on 3 out of 28 dropbacks so far. That's not going to get it done.
Majority of the first half was us imploding, Dave, and shooting ourselves in the foot.
No, without a doubt.
That was a
Especially
drive.
second quarter.
The drive, they just drove that down and scored.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing.
Check your microphone, Drew. I think you're on your computer, not your headset.
Oh, I am? Dude.
But
No, I'm not. But
I would have given more than 3 pressures, but you should have had the sack.
Can you not hear me?
Should have.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Oh, I'm saying that last drive there's no fluke. There's no keeping them on the field on third down by penalty or anything. That was all in the defense. They kicked their ass in that drive. So,
yeah.
We're in a ball game, guys.
Yep.
Aaron Schatz of DVOA fame had a nice clip saying our defense was special this week. After 6 weeks, it is one of the highest graded he's ever had and separated from the rest of the league by almost double, blah, blah, blah. And of course,
now we're shitting the bed.
Yes.
Prime time television.
Because anytime they get Flowers, they
do this.
Yep.
Thank you. Somebody gave some money, Ted. Well.
Thank you. Well. Appreciate it. All the money you guys contribute goes directly into our prize vault. I may start embezzling it for alcohol. I don't know.
25 years ago,
Business
with a cola dealer, but I can honestly say it goes to the prize vault now. Okay,
there's some great prizes in there
we're
too.
behind. Answer.
And there's Jones again, getting a nice carry to start things off.
Got to finish the drive though. Can't settle for these field goals.
Nope.
Shut up, Al Michaels. No one cares.
Al Michaels is like 80, isn't he?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I'll tell you what. Al Michaels has been. I got to say, Al Michaels has been mailing it in and collecting a check like a government employee, like a boss for like the last 15 years, man.
Yeah, he's Ron Swanson. I mean,
hey, if it works, it works. Like a second government job.
Yeah, a big part of this game, besides the stupid penalties, have been the pressure on Stafford. Not good.
Oh, there we go. Nice step up in the pocket there, Sam Darnold.
Dave's exactly right. Al Michaels is going to turn 80 in about 3 weeks here.
Is he really?
Yeah. He's up there.
November 12th. He will turn 80 years old.
Hey, I hope I've got a gig like that at 80.
Hell
I hope
yeah.
I'm still alive at 80.
No, you're not going to make 80.
I probably won't, but that's beside the point.
Well, when your liver already is when your liver beats you to 80 by 20 years, I mean, shit happens.
Hey, that's what comes from being in aircraft maintenance.
My liver's 82, brother. Cheers,
Dave. At least Dave enjoys the ride, though. He don't care.
That's the best part.
Come on, that's a little bit too much time to the well here. Let's keep it in the air. Let's get a chunk play on these son of a bitches.
It would be nice.
God, end of the third quarter, dude. We're losing to the Rams. Come on.
What is this red orb defensive alert?
I don't know.
Get it.
I don't know what that means, Ted. Dave Stefano would know because he knows solar flares and all that shit.
Well, yeah. Hey, solar weather is a big deal when it comes to satellites.
I'm also a little angry about how much pressure the Rams can control with their D-line. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice catch by Naylor.
That was
right here, Ted.
Quarter.
If you don't get it on third down, you go on fourth.
Yeah,
yep.
I agree. This is 4 down territory here.
I mean, I'm sick of dicking around with these guys.
Are they even going to play off?
They give up, 28 points a game, and we're at 17? What a joke.
Yep.
Come on. Run it.
No. And
They're not going to bother snapping it.
Should have ran it.
All right. No, that's good. Kind of give them time, regroup, figure out what they want to do.
Also, give the Rams time to rest and regroup.
No, that's a good call. I like this. All right, brother Dave, go get ready for your show.
Remember, live at the 2-minute warning.
Live at the 2-minute warning. So you guys watch the last 2 minutes of the game and then do the recap and call it good?
It's generally just me in the last 2 minutes with the fans, and I'll give a play-by-play if I'm generally not streaming and behind. Then Tyler joins and Darren joins and Sal joins on away games. We'll have Jonas Stark from Germany join on normal games. I doubt he does tonight because it'd be like 6 o'clock in the morning in Germany time.
Can I take a second and give a shout out to Darren Campbell? That guy does an amazing job on that Tool Bloggers.
Yeah,
Tool Bloggers show you have. I mean, Darren Campbell is, I like it because he doesn't fluff anything up, man. He'll tell you what he feels. I think he does a great job on that blogger show with you.
And when you live in Saskatchewan or wherever Darren lives, you
gotta
live hard, man.
His football insight is off the charts. He has a lot of good insight.
Really is. And Darren, for those of you who don't know, Darren was one of the original, when the internet was the Wild West and things were just getting going. He had one of the very first fan-based Vikings blogs, the Kansas Viking, I believe it was, right?
No, it was.
He was Purple Kool-Aid, I think.
He was Grant's Tomb.
Grant's Tomb, okay.
Tomb.
And then, which became later Kick-Ass Blog.
Okay,
That's right.
Yeah.
It's a really good show.
Same time I had Loop's Locker Room.
Yeah.
And Sporting News.
But Darren is like, when they call themselves the Tool Bloggers, they ain't kidding. Darren is one of the OG, the OG bloggers from way back when the internet was just getting going with fan-based blogging.
And we both started on boards. There was
message boards,
Yeah, there was the Vikings board. I got a cup up there. Was one of the originals. There was Kansas Vikings was one, right? And this was before Chris came along with his wonderful idea.
Mm-hmm.
And we would sit there and talk publicly on what we thought. And then I met you, and you were blogging on some NFC Central thing. And you said, Dave, you need to write. And that's when I started.
Yeah. That's how we kind of met, because I walking out the door to work one night, and you had a Vikings thing up. I'm like, dude, you're a Vikings.
You mix Tool Bloggers knowledge with the graphics that you show. The graphics are really helpful for people that like the graphics that tie into the show, and it's really well produced. Really well.
The graphics are me. Darren does most of the research for the week.
Hell of a job.
And the graphics are me. I play off of those. And it's to tell a visual story as well as an auditory story.
I love it. I love the visual stuff.
Oh, open Aaron Jones. Oh, my.
There we go.
Christ, he's wide receiver 2 at this point, too.
Malicious catching of the ball.
Speaking of wide receivers, too, were you disappointed that TJ Hawkinson wasn't activated tonight?
I sure thought they were going to put him out there tonight. But
hey, Dave, stick around to the end of this drive. I think something good. We cannot kick a field goal. Frickin' field goal. Frickin' lasers on their head.
Sharks with frickin' lasers.
We got to put this thing in the end zone, man. I'm sick of this.
Yep.
We're going to call this drive the Alan Parsons Project.
Hey, I listened to Alan Parsons Project when
I love Alan Parsons.
Junior high.
Now we burn a timeout.
Come on.
Damn it.
Don't worry, we'll get through it.
Huge play, and then we...
That's been a problem all year, letting that clock run down too far.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why they called it, but that's been a problem since week 1. Darnold has had to burn a lot of time. He knows it too. Look.
What's Princess think of this game, Drew?
Princess? Where's Princess? Lover? Princess went to bed.
Oh, heard Ruby. Hi, Ruby.
Hello.
There's Toonses. Toonses says hi to David Stefano.
I heard her.
Say hi to David.
I heard her.
Oh, okay.
Another hard-working producer, especially with you guys.
She is. Yeah. She puts up with a lot of our bullshit, is what she does.
Oh, yeah, she really does. Trust me, been there, done that.
Well, yeah, yeah, fair.
Without tutors, there's no show.
Nope.
Here we go.
There we go.
Let's go, guys. See, nothing wrong
Yeah,
with getting
you're-
4 yards on first down, David.
Yeah, Aaron Jones keeps moving the ball.
If you're ahead, don't say anything. I want to know what's going on.
Quisenberry's doing all right. So far.
Yeah, it sucks Darisaw's out, but Questenberry's like a solid replacement.
Yes.
I mean, that's one thing the Vikings have really done a good job in the short time Adolfo Mensa and KOC have been running the show is they have done a very good job of replenishing depth on the roster.
Yeah, because we didn't have any.
There was none.
And now we do.
Third and fourth. Yeah, they had starters at top heavy contracts and nothing underneath those guys if they went down.
Are the
Right.
Vikes making any moves, Dave, before the trade deadline?
There's only 2 players that I would want. And one we thought I got a call the other day, make a graphic for, and then it fell through, and that was Jeffrey Simmons.
Why?
And then the other one would be Sexy Dexy. But neither team's going to let him go. That doesn't
I
matter.
could have swore he just said kick it.
Why the fuck didn't he run that ball?
I don't know. He
That's
had
a
an
really
open
good
field.
question.
Either way, this is how you lose, Ted. Kicking field goals. This is exactly what.
Well, I don't know if he'd have
Fucking
made it.
ridiculous. Look,
I don't
you gotta
think
make that catch. You gotta catch it, dumbass.
That ball, he
Nah.
walked into the end zone.
That's
if he
fucking
catches that
terrible,
ball.
Naylor.
Yep. Are you just
He catches-
seeing that?
If he
Yeah.
catches that ball, he walks into the end zone
Yeah.
and the Vikings are ahead.
In other
agree.
words, we're still down by 1.
Yeah,
Fuck,
I
man.
look. I can't fault Sam because the linebacker was right there. I don't think he'd have made the first down, and Naylor should have caught that and he'd have walked in the end zone.
Yes.
Either way, settle for 3.
Well, we're
Well-
1 point. We'll be 1 point down.
Yeah. All right. Well, David, you got your 2-minute warning show to get ready for. Thanks for joining us, brother. It's good catching up with you. Good seeing you again.
It's always good joining you guys. You guys rock.
Yeah.
Thanks, David.
Absolutely funny. And then you got your straight man up there.
He's
Well,
a
that makes
comedic.
sense. Yeah.
He's a comedic assassin, man.
Oh,
He is.
especially when he does his impressions.
Oh, comedic. He drops the driest one-liners,
He's awesome.
brother.
What a great addition to the show.
We laugh to keep from crying around here for the most part.
Well, it's that and drink. So
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
that, Skull Vikings, let's
Have a good
win
one,
this game.
Take care, buddy.
Great.
Toons
catch.
just said I was her favorite, which is weird considering she's married to one of you 2 other guys.
Well, if she was married to me, I'd be a bigamist. So it's got to be Drew.
Yeah.
Big shout out to our guests tonight. We've had some great
Yeah,
guests.
that's a pretty good guess. Yeah.
Big football fans. Now we got to end the night with a win. I don't like these field goals, Ted Glover. I don't like them. I don't like field goals the way the defense is playing.
No, I agree. But look, you
got to get it there. You got to get the points. I didn't want to go for it. I think you got to get the points again. Just like the last drive. I know you got to get the points, but how much is that? What's the difference between 6 and 14?
I agree, but I can't fault Sam for not running. I can't fault Sam for throwing the ball because I don't think that he makes the first down.
Guy was open. He should
That
have
was a
caught
good
it.
throw.
He should have caught it.
Naylor should have caught it. And like Chris said, if Naylor does catch it, he walks into the fucking end zone.
No, that's not on Darnold.
No.
Your receivers are meant. I mean, it wasn't like he had to jump and make a one-handed grab. It was in his fucking hands. Come on.
Yeah.
But we're going to see if the defense can step up. This is their game right now. It's 21-20. They can't they can't allow them to keep driving down the field on them. I mean, it's not that good of an offense. Return that, bitch. Let's go, Vikings.
Yeah,
and a penalty. Nice.
Oh, for Christ's sakes. Is the guy from Ireland still here? For Christ's sakes.
I would have gone to bed if I was him.
hell yeah.
Oh, Corum fumbles.
Wow.
Fumble, Corum. Loser. What is that now? What is going on? Oh, for fuck's sake! Are you shitting me? What is going on? Oh, Ted. Saying ain't so. On the first play after a kickoff?
Yep.
First and 5.
Zero pressure.
Yep.
Absolutely zero pressure.
And they keep attacking that perimeter with the pass. Oh boy. Just none. Nope, none.
No.
I mean, the guy's been in the league 20 years. He's going to pick you apart.
Yep.
He's going to pick you apart if you don't pressure him.
Good God, man.
God almighty. Stop somebody.
I know you guys talk about Cashman.
Yep.
It's not that big of a difference. I mean,
It is. I believe it is. I really
It,
do.
Really?
it absolutely is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like they wouldn't be doing this without Cashman?
I don't think it'd be as easy.
I don't think it has that much of a bearing on it. It's Blake Cashman. It's not Scott Studwell. Ethan Sorensen, you're correct. They got to figure out how to weight it to a pressure Stafford or something.
Yep.
You know, part of the problem is they haven't had him in a lot of 3rd and 15s, Ted. The Lions have been manageable all game.
Zero pressure.
And then let him push for the first down.
I think they marked him short. It looked like they marked him short.
You guys are telling me to play before I see it.
Oh, sorry.
I got you both ahead of me.
No, they're not.
Well, how do they know then?
You're watching the same thing.
What?
That's me. Okay.
Well, how did Ted know that all that was happening before it was happening? Get that fucker. Get him!
Nope, he's short. But I bet they
Short,
go
he didn't
for
make
it. I bet they go for it, though.
They let that play run way too long. Come on, guys. That's fucking momentum stopper. Should have been stopped right there. Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah. Damn it.
Fucking O'Connell. I knew this shit was going
Under 10 minutes.
Kicking fucking field goals.
Yeah, now you just gotta hope you hold them to a field goal.
Defense sucks.
Oh, there was Grenard flattening. I think that was
Well,
Grenard.
yeah, I mean, get
That's
all
Grenard.
excited about first and second down, and then they convert on third down, and all that shit slides down the crack of your ass. Third down is the money down. Third down is the money down. That they have not treated it like the money down tonight. I mean, look, Grenard, yeah, gets him. Next play is a 13-yard slant pattern. I mean, you gotta piece together good plays one after another. Yeah, 2nd and 11. Did you pressure the fuck out of this guy?
It looks like they're coming, but they dropped everybody back. Oh, fucking flag.
This is difficult to watch. Drew, why are you worried going into the Rams game? I don't know. Because I am. Because it's the Vikings.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
They played shitty all day. I'm not surprised by this at all. And then we'll hear the press conference. Oh, we need to clean up the penalties, and then we need to clean up this, and then it'll happen next week. I thought this was not the identity of this team. I thought this team came to play. You've got to hold them to a field goal right here. Oh, another great play on first down. Yeah. All right. That's right, Kiara.
I just lost my feed. Okay, it's back.
Jesus.
Another third down coming.
Mm-hmm.
Vikings cannot stop the run.
Nope. That's why the Rams are in this game.
Yep.
You
know, third and 4 is a whole lot different than 3rd and 8. You know, 3rd and 4, the Rams can do whatever the hell they want now. They can run the ball. They can throw the ball. They can. God, man.
It's a great point, Ted. Can't let him have 7 yards on 2nd down running. Come on.
Wide open.
Wow. One team gets touchdowns and one team kicks field goals. Man, that was pretty open for a 3rd down.
Yep.
Absolutely
God,
horrible.
Harrison Smith just looked terrible.
Harrison Smith is 8 steps behind on that play. Come on, dude. Oh, boy.
If I was the Rams, I'd think about going for 2 here. I don't know.
Why? They don't need to. We kick field goals.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter at all.
Wow.
Ugh.
I'll be right back, boys.
Yeah.
People in the chat must be happy.
I haven't even been. Ugh.
I don't have it on my screen. I don't know.
There you go.
Vikings have given up 5 first downs by penalty tonight.
Just a shit show.
Can you see the comment?
Now I can. Still, I think it like the Lions game, Chris, I think it harkens back, if that's the right term, it harkens back to stopping that run.
Yeah.
That the Rams are setting themselves up for those easy open targets by running the ball successfully. And then you factor that in with, it looks like the Vikings are rushing 2 people.
Yeah. I mean,
There's no, absolutely, even with a 4-man rush, they're not getting even close to it. It's Matt Stafford. You got, if you're not going to pressure him, you might as well throw the red towel in, or the white flag, wave the white flag. You're not going to, fuck, dude. This is the best Stafford's looked all season. Why? Because you let him just do what he wants.
Stafford had 3 touchdown passes coming into this game. Tonight he's got 4.
Yeah, what right there? What does that tell you? He had 3 touchdown passes all season, which was what? 5 games, 6 games?
Yeah, 5 or 6 games. Yep.
And he's got 4 tonight.
Yep.
That is just embarrassing. That is flat out embarrassing. I mean, Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Kevin O'Connell, come on, dude. You got to have.
Oh, hey, the Jets are on in prime time again next week. Hooray.
They get a lot of prime time shows.
Yeah, I know. For a team that's about to be 2-6.
This defense is concerning the last 2 weeks. I mean,
Yep.
The Rams again drove right down the field. Damn, it's really bad. Let's see what we have left in us for the last 6-17.
Another thing on the social media here, it says, according to Next Gen Stats, the Vikings haven't pressured or sacked Stafford once on their 10 blitzes so far tonight. When you're blitzing a terrible offensive line and still not getting any pressure.
The blitzing, Chris, was part of the problem last week.
Yeah.
But that was because they had the receivers, the running backs, and they had Jared Goff. No, it shouldn't be failing this week. It shouldn't. I don't know what's going on with the secondary.
That's a good start. Josh Oliver.
There we go, boy.
Into Rams territory.
So much for saying the next 4 or 5 games that look good on the schedule. None of them look good now. You got to take care of business, Ted Glover.
Yeah, they have to. They got to
Touchdown,
start by winning this game and figuring crap out.
Touchdown, 2-pointer, then figure it out. I would have liked to have seen that at the beginning of the third quarter. I think you got to hurry here. You got to go no huddle, because if you don't get the 2-point conversion, you're screwed.
Yep.
You got to go into no huddle offense right here and start moving the thing down the field.
Well, there you go.
Damn it. Son of a bitch.
And the Vikings have to punt, and this one's fixing to be over.
They have to punt. It says third down on my screen.
No, they're going to end up having to punt here. I can see it already.
Well, time to bring in the deep threat, CJ Ham. Christ, what a perfect time for the Vikings offensive line to just collapse. My God.
Yep.
How come they've sacked Darnold so many times and pressured him, but we can't get to the other guy? They don't have better players than we do.
Where the hell was that going to?
Fucking terrible. Vikings suck. This game. But then the first two drives, Ted, right down the field for touchdowns. And 6 points ever since.
Yep.
What was that? Where are you throwing it to, dumbass? Ay, 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 ay.
Yeah, I got a strange feeling that might have been the last offensive play of the night for.
Need the Rams to make a major problem here. Mistake.
The way the Rams are moving the ball, they ain't going to give up the ball. It's over.
Well, they're not passing anymore. They're going to be running it, trying to milk the clock. But Ted, we can't stop that either. So who knows?
This we're gonna see how a 4-minute drive is supposed to be run.
Is this what the Vikings are? Is this what they are now?
I don't know. I mean, God,
what has happened with this defense?
It's such a drastic reversal from the first 5 games, man.
And that's all Cashman? I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I don't. It's a big loss. I know that. Middle linebacker, tackle machine. I know that, but I don't feel that that's all the problem. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think the mistakes are the problem. Self-inflicted mistakes.
Well, there was a lot of that. I mean, how many drives in the first half were they going to get off the field and they had a penalty that kept the drive alive that resulted in a Rams score 2 or 3?
Right.
2?
You can't make it easy on the other team. I mean, it's frustrating.
I mean, this is going to be a brutal loss if it ends up the way it is.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, all this crap, and you're probably without Christian Darrisaw for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I don't know about. It seemed like the Vikings were just letting them hang around, and upset. This is how upsets are made. Maybe we can get them off the field and get one more shot tying this game. Starts with stopping the run. We're not dead yet. Come on, Vikes.
See, there's the run defense we saw the first two
Nope.
games. But
Well,
now it's
that's
third down. So
That's because
Another
they know
third
they're
down.
running it. They know they're running it because of the
Yeah.
clock. Now the Rams are in the position we were in last week, Ted. What kind of call do they make to keep the chains moving, keep the clock moving? Or do they give it back to us? Because we are dangerous offensively. We are dangerous, and we could drive the field and score and tie this thing. Also, those helmets they put on top of the helmets, can they make those a little bit less, I mean, more like the helmet? It's terrible.
oh, the Gazoo helmets.
They make them look so dumb, dude.
I'm not going to complain because we bitch about player safety, we bitch about player safety, we bitch about player safety, and then we do things to improve player safety, and then we bitch about.
No, I'm not bitching. I'm bitching about the look of it. Can't you make it look more like the helmet?
No, you can't. Well, there's your ball game.
Yep, it's over.
Oh. Terrible. How many timeouts do we got?
2. And the 2-minute warning.
Ugh. What the hell is the secondary doing tonight?
Man, Stephon Gilmore looks like ass.
Total ass.
Ivan Pace has looked like ass.
No pressure.
Harrison Smith has looked like ass.
Absolutely no pressure. Now they're going to run it up the middle and probably get 7 yards.
I'm seeing the Vikings have used their final timeout.
When the hell did they?
I don't know, but they have no timeouts left.
When the hell did they use their timeouts? I know they had one after the big pass to Jones, but I thought they still had another one left.
Hello.
Yeah, we're here.
Get him. Oh, let me guess. 13-yard completion. Third down. Come on, Vikings. You got to fight back. Oh, wait. We have no timeouts?
No, I thought
Chris
we
and I
had
were just
one.
talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is it. This is game right here.
Yeah, 2-minute warning time.
This is it. This is it. stop them, get them off the field, get the ball back, and see what happens. Right, Ted?
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
We're all oozing with confidence right here. It's too many mistakes. Too many mistakes. You have to be concerned with the Vikings.
NBC's going to flex that game back off of Sunday Night Football.
You have to be concerned with so many open receivers down the field, and then in combo with no pressure on the quarterback. That is not good.
I just don't understand why the Vikings have not put more pressure on Stafford. They're not blitzing. They're not doing anything to put him under duress. I don't get that at all. They've let him have a clean pocket all night. I just don't get it.
Well, is it coming through that our front four isn't really that good compared to the first 3 weeks of the season? I mean, the front four hasn't done anything tonight, either run stop or pressuring the quarterback at all.
No, they haven't. But so when that happens, then you do something to generate pressure, and Flores hasn't done that all night. He sat back and in cover 2 type stuff or zone stuff, and Stafford has he's let Stafford pick him apart with Nakua and Kupp and Robinson. It's just,
It's weird, man. Ted, is with the Giants, the Niners, and the Texans, it seemed like the Vikings were relentless pressure on all those quarterbacks. It was just unstoppable. It was like a wave, avalanche.
Yeah.
And now it's just non-existent. And that is why.
I don't know.
Cover that guy. Come on, Vikings. Got to stop him here.
Oh, they pushed him out of bounds.
That's good.
That stops the clock.
Oh. Is he going for it? I would if I was him.
I would if I were him.
Come on, I don't need to see it 6 times. Get on to the next play.
Oh, he's punting it. Holy crap.
Block it. I lost my feed. Tell me what happened, guys.
The punt went out of bounds at about
3. Jesus H.
Yep. First and 97.
Okay.
So they got 97 yards and 146 with no timeouts.
So after we run it up the middle twice, what's the play call after that?
And you don't have Christian Darrisaw out there either. God almighty. Turn the lights back on in the stadium. What the fuck are you doing? God.
People
Don
in the
Meredith
chat
would famously sing, "Turn out the lights."
Are people in the chat pissed right now? What are they thinking?
I don't have the chat on because half the chat's like 5 fucking plays ahead of us. So
yeah.
You know what? These live telecasts have to be synced up right, or I don't want to do anymore.
All right. Yeah. Well, it's on the 5, so they don't have 95 yards to go.
Terrible. Come on.
Oh, there's a flag.
No flag. Fucking KOC. Kidding me? Jesus.
That's what, 32 penalties on the Vikings tonight?
Something like that.
Like I said, last 3 weeks they've averaged 9 a game, and it's not helping them. But we're going to clean it up. That's what I heard 3 weeks ago. We're going to clean up the penalties, the pre-snap penalties. Just a bunch of coach speak with these press conferences. I'm not even going to watch any more press conferences because they're all bullshit.
Snap the ball. Throw it.
Ted, don't tell me I just snapped it.
What?
Oh. What? Fucking Darnold.
He got dragged down by his goddamn face mask. What? Where's? Watch this shit. He literally got dragged down by his face mask. That's a 15-yard penalty.
Are they not going to call a face mask? Are you fucking serious?
That's bad. And so starts the Vikings turmoil after 5-0 start. How do you not see that?
Don't worry, we'll get a letter from the league in a couple of days telling us that should have absolutely been a face mask.
God. What a bunch of bullshit.
Whatever. Fuck. Let's wrap it up. I'm done watching this.
Yeah, me too. All right, Vikings lose 30-20. God almighty, are you kidding me? God, he even held his helmet. He even held hands in his helmet like, oh my God, I just face masked the guy. All right, well, we've kind of talked about it all night.
Yeah.
Defense can no longer stop the run. They can no longer pressure the quarterback.
At least Kevin O'Connell can be happy. He can still have barbecues with McVay and not feel bad about it.
Yeah. All right, before we wrap this up, what are your thoughts, Drew?
I don't have any thoughts, Ted.
Chris?
I don't.
Yeah, this team got a week and a half to unscrew themselves, and will they do it? I don't know. We got to see what happens with Christian Darrisaw, see how bad the injury is. Hopefully it's not a season ender, but at this point, it wouldn't be surprising. I still don't get how the hell that's not a face mask.
I'm worried about the team, though. I'm not worried about Darrisaw, all that. The team sucks right now. Come on.
Yep.
It's a completely different team than we saw through the first 5 games. It really is. Yeah, it is. All right. Yeah, we're not even going to spin the wheel. That's not worthy of a prize.
No,
it's not. Look, we'll be back in studio next week. We'll have our 2-part preview on Friday and Saturday for the Sunday night tilt against the Colts. I'd argue it's the most important game of the season coming up to see how the Vikings respond after 2 straight losses. Yeah, for Drew, for Chris, I'm Ted. The onside kick failed. Vikings are going to lose 30-20. Yeah, whatever. I hate football. Skull Vikes.
See you guys.
Later.
Yep.